Doggy dog. This one goes out to the ladies from all the guys. A big bow wow wow. Cause we gonna make it a little mystery here tonight. This is DJ Easy on the station that slaps you across your fat ass with a fat dick.
Yo!
And I met you last night, baby. Before you opened up your gap, I had respect for you, lady. But now I take it all back. Cause you gave me all your pussy. And you even licked my balls.
Hey, yo, Nate Dogg.
Leave your number on the cabinet. And I promise, baby, I'll give you a call. Next time I'm feeling kinda horny, you can come on over and I'll break you off. And if you can't fuck that day, baby, just lay back and open your mouth. Cause I have never met a girl that I love in the whole wide world. Well, if corrupt gave a fuck about a bitch, I'd always be broke. I never have no motherfucking endo to smoke. I get slumped and loony. Bitch, you can't do me. Do we look like BBD? You hoochie groupie. I have no love for hoes. That's something that I learned in the pound. So how the fuck am I supposed to pay this hoe? Just the latest hoe. I know the pussy's mine. I'ma fuck a couple more times and then I'm through with it. There's nothing else to do with it. Pass it to the homie. Now you hit it. Cause she ain't nothing but a bitch to me. And y'all know the bitches ain't shit to me. I give some fuck. Why don't y'all pay attention? Approach her with a different proposition. I'm corrupt, ho. You'll never be my only one. Trick ass bitch. Guess who's back in the motherfucking house with a fat dick for your motherfucking mouth? Hoes recognize, niggas do too, cause when bitches get scandalous and pull a voodoo, what you gon' do? You really don't know, so I'd advise you not to trust that hoe. Silly of me to fall in love with a bitch, knowing damn well I'm too caught up with my grip. Now as the sun rotates and my game grows bigger, how many bitches wanna fuck this nigga named Snoop Doggy? I'm all the above, I'm too swift on my toes to get caught up with you hoes, but see, it ain't no fun if my homies can't get a taste of it, cause you know I don't love it. Woo! Hey, now you know, inhale, exhale with my flow. 1 for the money, 2 for the bitches, 3 to get ready, and 4 to hit the switches in my Chevy. 6 for red to be exact, with bitches on my side and bitches on my back. So back up, bitch, because I'm juggling. Just get on your knees and then start juggling these motherfucking nuts in your mouth. It's me, the nigga with the clout.
Totally forgot about Warren G. There's a posse cut and a half. Jesus.
Can we get a motherfucking mo?
Ooh, can we get one? I don't know right now. Not right now. But yo, man, welcome to Get Your Bars Off podcast. This your boy Arri Starks with my brother Loso. What's good, bro?
What up, what up, what up? We back. It's Monday. You know what time it is.
You already know, man. You locked in with 2 of the best in the fucking game right now. We already getting into it, man. Starting off with Ain't No Fun. We have Snoop Dogg featuring Nate Dogg, Warren G, Corrupt. I mean, sorry, man. We forgot Warren G in the joint, but I always forget about his usually come later in the joint. But dog, shout out to them putting Death Row Records back on streaming. Snoop, thank you, but I'm happy your little NFT project failed, so we can get these records back on streaming and enjoy these joints. When you took those off, I had one of the worst Christmases trying to play favorite Death Row Christmas song. One of the worst Christmases.
Yo, you gonna blame Snoop for your Christmas? God
Yes.
damn.
I wanted to hear Nate Dogg, you know what I'm saying, just harmonizing to Santa Claus is going straight to the ghetto. But nah, he wanted to go and make NFT Death Row. And where we are now, back to regular schedule programming, which I'm happy for.
NFT Def Jam, NFT whatever he overseeing.
Had motherfucking Mace ready to fucking just throw away his whole East Coast loyalty for the shit.
Shout out Mace, man. He's a sportscaster now. He's Mason Betha, the sports analyst.
I guess. No, but shout out to them though. That shit is dope. But yeah, man. That was that, man. One of my favorite songs like ever, bro. If you don't garner no type of energy or emotion when you hear that song, bro, you're not human. You're not. That song is just too much fun. It's too much, like, it's too many quotables, long ass fucking god damn it. This set schedule. I mean, this fucking schedule, man, fucking me up.
I feel you.
I feel you, man. But yeah, dog. Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm happy for that. Like I said, you got Chronic, you got Doggy Style, All Eyes on Me. The soundtracks is what a lot of people are really gravitating to. I mean, I know you had sat with one over the weekend. You want to talk about that?
Murder Was the Case, man. The Murder Was the Case movie, the soundtrack, which
it was really a movie?
Yeah, it was one of them, like, you know, a little low budget, like, you know, remember Bala Blocking?
Oh,
it was like one of those.
That just went right past me. I did not know that was a film, bro.
94.
I've seen all the other. Maybe they just didn't play that one on BT.
This one had obviously Murder Was the Case off the Doggy Style album. That was the intro.
That's one of Snoop's best songs like ever.
Top tier, top 5 Snoop song for me.
Damn near. Well, I wouldn't say top 3, but I would say top 5. Yeah, it's top 5.
Natural Born Killers, which I forgot was from the soundtrack.
Him and Cube.
Yeah, Dre and Cube. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you got to remember during this time, 94, like, obviously, you know, Dre left Ruthless and on his own accord, you know, kind of like not the same way Cube left, but he left wanted to be his own man, you know, and we all know the fallout, how it goes leaving Ruthless Records during those times. And I guess the friend of my enemy is my friend, I guess. I mean, the enemy, what's the term?
Enemy is my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's pretty much where I seen it. And then they have history together, so it made sense of them linking back up. Obviously, we seen them do the joint with MC Ren and them later in the years. I don't think Cube was a part. Was Cube part of that?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
MC Ren. Wait, you talking about the one on 2001?
Nah, it's around that time. But I remember it was like Dre, MC Ren.
I think Cube was on there. If this the one that I'm thinking,
I forgot what the record was exactly called, but I remember seeing them three like reunited. They were
supposed to have Easy on there, but Easy had passed a little before that. So you're right. Cube was on it.
It had to be like right before Friday or right after Friday.
It might have been after Friday because I know
this is had to be during the Predator album, given like, you know, Pac's like Gear and shit like that. But yeah, dog, I always love to see like the NWA guys like rekindle shit and make shit back because they know they had how that shit fell apart was just really, really nasty, bro. Like, you talk about one of the greatest groups in like music, like that shit was not supposed to go down like that, dude.
No.
So just seeing Cube and, you know, saying with Dre do that with that Natural Born Killers record was always really good. I mean, just really is. I just like seeing the West Coast, like, you know what I'm saying, get their love. And moments like this with Death Row getting back on streaming, you can see a lot of their triumphant moments in hip hop history. You know what I'm saying? You can relive through those moments. So shout out to them for bringing that back, man. Real talk. I know people must say, oh, we're a big East Coast bias podcast. No, we're not, bro. We listen to music from all coasts and appreciate all music from all coasts. I mean, I think you just being in this day, if you're like coastal bias, fuck are you, 50? Like, what are you doing with your life?
Where's your Carhartt and your Jabodes?
That's the nigga wearing a Carhartt Scully.
I'm just saying. Listen, I'm not wearing Jabodes.
We don't know that.
Jabodes are disgusting.
I like the new ones that they brought out. Where there were more, there was like more the skinnier versions. Shit was kind of hard.
Nah, I didn't wear. What is it? Olas. I never wore like.
What the fuck is Olas?
Olas is what New York niggas call basketball shorts.
Why?
Well, you know, I don't know what they call them in Buffalo.
Basketball shorts. The fuck, like anybody else.
Come on, Buffalo got a basketball team?
Huh?
I'm just kidding. Touchy subject. Buffalo got a basketball team? Sure, no. I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Nigga went on a rant here one time.
Really noted.
Oh man, you want to talk about Hitboy? You want to segue into that,
man? Over the weekends, man. Like, do you want to give the context? I mean, yeah, because I feel like I'm long-winded.
Over the weekend, Hitboy. First of all, it came up on Thursday night. Hitboy was through Rory's page, I think.
Yes, IG.
Through Rory's IG, where he was saying, "Yo, I'm just an innocent bystander," and it's a video of Hitboy recording in the studio. And what he was saying was basically how to rob producer style. He was going at Metro Boomin, going at 808 Mafia, going at Southside. I think Mustard caught a stray too. Hitmaker caught a stray. Hitmaker is pissed. Nigga called Rory a culture vulture and all that. He's going in. But basically, you know, Hitboy, he teased that out. And then Friday, out of absolutely nowhere, him and Alchemist drop a video. Slipping into Darkness is what it's called. Very, very. And the concept is Hitboy rapping over an Alchemist beat and then Alchemist rapping over a Hitboy beat. Love the concept. You could probably pull it up.
Yeah, I was about to pull the record up. I wish I could be able to find the actual joint though. Hold on, Hitboy.
Hitboy had a good weekend because he dropped the Musiq Soulchild record, which we'll get to. And then he drops this too. Like he been cooking.
So let's listen to the actual song with the diss part first. Then we'll go into the record and we'll break that down from there. Like I said, shout out to Roy for putting this out to the people. You know what I'm saying? Shit that we need to see, get some shit sparked for the producers. You know, that's one thing we've been heavy on is seeing that energy alive for the producers. You want to see them have a spark in their role in the game, you know? Like we need that energy for real. Who's out here making the best beats, bro? Take that shit to another level, you know?
Right.
Make everybody better. Let's go. Let's see if this is the joint. Shout out to YTV.
What's up, YTV? This is Metro Boomin. Side beat without a cool cap. I don't really know compared to.
Exclusive
for which by Heat. I really know do compared to, but on right now, check this out. Exclusive for which by Hitboy. I get compared to, but on this one, I want to see him stretched out, extra leg room. I don't really know, dude. He seemed like a cool cat, but I never once heard Metro Boomin do boom bap. I never heard a Southside beat without an 808 in it. HB the drunk driver mode. I swerve in every lane with it. I'm fucking once that he can make that ratchet shit with his eyes closed. But now I'm starting to wonder, kid, that nigga chop soul. I just seen him walk on the wave. I should do him like trick and snatch hit out his name. Yours truly, Nas and Hitboy shoot a new music video and riding in the streets of the New York City.
Now, that freestyle alone, I think that was pretty much it from the freestyle, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, of note, like stuff of note, like noteworthy shit.
So like I said, we had those shots that I guess shots, critique, whatever you want to call it.
Playful jabs.
Woman say taxing Metro Boomin to do boom bap, Metro to do some chopping up some soul beats. I don't know what he said about what exactly did he say about Southside again?
He said, I never heard Southside make a beat without an 808.
Yeah, like that one, I'll give him that one. But the other ones were kind of a stretch, if anything.
You calling him petty?
Not really petty. I just think he's like, it's a reach in a sense. Because when you look at these guys, like he's talking about Metro Boomin, let's start with Metro Boomin. You just look at his producing palette. That nigga don't gotta chop up no fucking boom bap to be appreciated as a multifaceted producer. That's what you want to hear him do because you're a hip hop fan. That nigga had one of the biggest records of 2020 with Heartless by the fucking Weeknd. Metro.
He does R&B. He does R&B. Like he's versatile.
But once again, we'll go back to My Crazy Life. 1 a.m. This is My Crazy Life is 2016.
Yeah, that's before
Metro was still like on the rise.
Oh nah, My Crazy Life was 2013.
14. No, 13. You're right. You're right.
Metro been cooking for a minute then.
Pardon me. Sorry, pardon me. But even with that, that's still during his like come up time. You know what I'm saying? It's coming like he didn't even hit his peak yet. He's still coming off the Future records, Savage and them, you know, whoop-de-whoop. Right. So when we heard 1 a.m. and I found out that that was Metro, I was blown away.
It didn't sound like his type of like beat.
It sounded like a nigga from straight up California.
It sounded like Mustard. I thought Mustard did all of that album.
I thought it was quick. It could have any of them niggas, bro. It was the quintessential West Coast sound, especially for that record. And it put me on as Metro's like, oh no, he's not just an Atlanta producer. He's a producer that just lives in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
He just
like, he's not bound by a regional sound. You know, he can do that shit, but that's not what his end all be all is. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen that, those two examples just throughout his career, I mean, obviously got other shit, the Creeping record that he got right now with Weeknd, to kind of spin the block back with Weeknd, another big record he got with him.
Got Puff on the remix too.
Yeah, you got the remix coming with Puff soon. And it's just like that. Then you got Mustard, who was doing all of this shit with LMA, whereas it doesn't sound nothing like the stuff he did with YG. And he actually acknowledged that that sound that he was doing, the Mustard sound during that time, was getting repetitive, and people were he had to switch shit up, which he did. Where is he having the super biggest rap records in the industry as much? No, but he will still be able to bring home many plaques because of the many placements he had on records, bro. Like that's, I don't know. I feel like Hitboy was just really picking and choosing his argument to kind of make it sound like, and not we've stated up here plenty times that Hitboy is one of our favorite producers due to his versatility, you know? So for you to kind of like not see that in other guys because they're not doing all these different forms of rap, like I don't know. I think that's kind of like a slap in the face in a sense. But then again with Hitmaka, for him to be the like Metro didn't really like take too much on. I don't think we've heard from Mustard yet.
Metro still beefing with academics this weekend. He wasn't even paying attention to Hitboy.
Worried about that nigga talking about it, but even though that should be your last thing you're worrying about. But let me just go through Metro Boomin's. I just want to see some of his production credits real quick. So we got I'm not even gonna look at the like rap albums and joints, but he has placements on certain joints too. Father Stretch My Hands Part 1. Obviously I've said Heartless. Ooh, Mask Off is very different. But Waves. He got a couple placements on Pablo. Child's Play. He's on there as additional producer. It's mad joints, bro. Bounce Back.
He had a whole album, I think, with Sean, right? He had a whole album with Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he got great records. Escape from LA on After Hours, a fucking banger. Stay Flow off Solange album, amazing. And obviously his bread and butter is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Some of his biggest records come from that trap sound.
Yeah.
But that's not all he does though. And I think that's kind of corny to say, to make it seem like that's just like his wheelhouse, where he's shown that he can definitely step outside the box. Then you go to Mustard, which I think is even much of a more of a fun look to look at. Mustard is, like I said, over these past couple years, he's definitely been like, isn't don't fuck, you know what I'm saying? Don't, what was the DMFU joint with LMA hard, you know what I'm saying? He is a he has part production on Needed Me off Rihanna joint, off Anti, High Fashion, on Roddy Ricch joint. Like, how do you say high fashion? Like, even though that's
High fashion,
that's
like
not Mustard,
oh,
but it's, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you're hearing him dip in different bags. Shot Clock, LMA, like he did like the majority of LMA's album. Like,
see, that was news to me. I didn't know that Metro did most of LMA.
no, Mustard.
Really?
Yeah, LMA is signed to Mustard.
The first LMA album, the one that had Close.
Mm-hmm.
Close was a Mustard record.
Sir.
That don't even sound like Mustard.
That's the point I'm saying.
See, now okay,
point, bro.
Hitboy. While I do like the gesture, I do like it. I love the negativity. I love.
I ain't saying he now. I'm looking. Mustard didn't do the whole album, but he did a lot of records. He did the
majority.
Yeah, dog. It's like, come on, man. Shot Clock is hard, bro. Boot up.
He did boot up. I know that. I knew that. I knew he did the single.
I want to see Hitboy drop a boot up.
He got a boot up. On we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
No, he does not have a boot up. Boot up was literally a record of the year type record, bro. Like,
what you mean, like R&B? Like, my bad.
That's what I'm saying. But you can't tell niggas, oh, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, when you ain't doing it, nigga.
Wouldn't you have liked? Okay, see, we play devil's advocate. Wouldn't you have liked back in our day if Bink, we love Bink up here, if Bink called out Just Blaze?
It's not or if you called him out or not. If you're gonna call me out with facts.
I mean, there's a rumor going around that Just Blaze took Bink whole swag.
That's cool. Hey, that's up to them. We're not talking about stealing sounds. We're talking about let's say, all right, let's say I'm fucking DJ fucking Premier. I'm DJ Premier, and a nigga come to me and say, bro, you ain't never do no fucking rap ballads. You ain't never do a trap record. Nigga, no.
I mean, you gotta know your limitations. At the end of the day, you gotta know your limitations. Know what you can and can't do.
You just do what you like at the end of the day, bro. If I don't do soul beats, I don't do soul beats.
I guess so, but that's your limitation.
And you can congratulate those niggas. Give them some light. You could have been shouting out Conductor and Derringer and all these other new niggas that's chopping up soul beats that doesn't have the light that a Metro and these niggas got. But you want to call these niggas out because, like, dog, that's corny. Like, what you did with Nas was fucking amazing.
I did not expect you to have
that. Y'all were able to do that in hip hop and bring a pure hip hop sound to the game. You know what I'm saying? People appreciate it. You don't got to sit there and down. Oh, well, these niggas ain't doing that. These niggas ain't doing that. Well, what they're doing is working for them. You're finally getting up to this table where niggas is having, you know what I'm saying, albums that are albums of the year, or like Alchemist has been doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like what are we talking? Metro, like what are we talking about, bro? Like,
I didn't expect you to have this reaction.
Cause it had me really, because it's the names he said, bro. I can give a shit about Hitmaker because he's a Diddy type producer. He's there just looking at like,
oh, he's observing.
Good. Or it's like, hey you guys make good beats. Come help me with this idea. That's his type of
Cardiac. Come here.
You know what I'm saying? I have an idea. Can you help me with this? That's the type of producer he is. Not taking nothing away from it, but that's not the type of producers we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I look at Hitmaker more as an EP, you know what I'm saying, executive producer type shit. Whereas like I'm just putting all the right people, or still right producer, still could be that, since where I'm putting all the right things in the right place to make sure we get this song off the ground. You know what I'm saying? But then you got Hitboy who does same things, but he's just more on the boards too.
Yo, no, yeah, he's
same thing. You know what I'm saying? You got the board producers, then you got the team like building producers, I could say, in a sense. But not saying that the other guys who get on the boards don't do that either. You know what I'm saying? But neither here nor there. I wasn't really tripping off the Hitmaker shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have all these guys to be able to make a great record and it gets the number ones or on the radio and such like that, at the end of the day, you're gonna get all the credit because you're the producer. So when he's saying, "Oh, well, I got these records on the radio and Hitboy ain't on the radio," I guess you can use that as an argument. It's like when you have these movies and shit, you know what I'm saying? The producer ain't the director. The producer ain't the screenplay writer.
There's
but
nothing
when a motherfucking movie succeeds, that producer is going to get some credit too. I mean, it's different worlds in the sense of like appreciation of roles, but still that producer is still going to get, when they look at that nigga resume, he produced this, and that. Oh, it's yeah, let's bring him on. You know,
it's love tabs, bro. That's all. It's love tabs.
Oh no, I'm not mad at it. It's just kind of sound wrong in a sense. Right? Just it was the mustard. It was the mustard and Metro one that really just, it was like, come on, yeah, you could have said what it needed to do. Niggas, like them niggas definitely showed versatility in their production over these years.
It did what it needed to do, though. It got us talking. It got people talking.
Yeah, but the only person that's like doing anything about it is Hitboy, who I guess is, you know what I'm saying, if making records, and he made that record and such. He's been dropping shit, and I feel like he might be dropping his own project coming up. But
he got a lot of shit coming. Yeah. He got a Benny project coming too.
Yeah, he's probably just trying to bring more light to him as a producer coming off of the Nas joint. Like, remember, Hitboy wasn't like, he was a hot commodity at a point. It slowed down. It slowed down.
Brought him back.
Yeah, yes, and no. I'll say the Nas joint for real, but if anything, that helped. But yeah, we know like Hitboy's ups and downs. You know, like he said after the whole Kanye shit, kind of like just fell back, you know. And I feel like once the Nas shit happened, he got his footing back in the game. People are respecting his beats and such like that on a high level again. Not saying that they ever did, but to be able to break through as much as they did, you know what I'm saying? Have that much impact, as much like as the niggas in Paris did, or the work he did on, you know what I'm saying, projects after that. Or,
he was quiet.
And shit.
He was quiet for a little bit.
He was saying that like a lot of the big names that he was working with never really wanted to spin the block.
Did he say Kanye tried blackballing
together? Like, why you don't want to link again? You know what I'm saying?
He blamed Kanye for that though. He said Kanye tried to like blackball.
He said Kendrick, like who else? I think those are the main ones, but yeah, those two some big fucking names.
Yeah,
where you made some of their biggest songs. I mean, if they would have spun the block again, that would have helped him immensely, but they didn't. But neither here nor there. He's here now, and he's back, and I just think what he's doing is just like, I think it's the rapper side of him that's doing this. And once again, I'm not mad at it. It's just,
that's the thing. He's still a rapper. He's still a rapper.
Let me make that clear. I'm mad about well, I won't say mad. I'm just disappointed in the take that he had on Mustard and Metro.
Is competition not good?
Not mad about the competition. Just don't sound wrong.
But Arri, if you a nigga, right? If you a nigga that know you got it like that and you can cook behind them boards,
bro, all of that is cool. Just don't say wrong shit about me. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Who'd be wrong then?
I just went down these niggas shit. They have the resume to show it. Just because this nigga just dropped some shit. Well, that's what I say. If you're gonna, just because you are out here doing strictly hip hop, doesn't mean anybody else is not out here not winning doing strictly hip hop.
I think what he's doing is he's baiting a versus. He wants one of these niggas to stand side by side against him.
Maybe, but you don't got to do that anymore. You can just go project for project. Like, and honestly, like, I'm not saying that Metro can't do it, because we just heard him do this a whole fucking Mario Wildin sample. So the nigga definitely can get sampled up if he wanted to. The nigga just doesn't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's probably is not his passion.
That's not as
in
bad.
music. You know what I'm saying? He probably has other sounds that entrap him to inspire him. Just because you are a fan of soul samples and shit, obviously, look at the guys you were working with. You were working with fucking Kanye, one of the kings of this shit. Obviously, that's one of the shit you like. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean everybody else does. So you
Kanye was doing
niggas into that
Chipmunk,
fucking field and think that they're just gonna do that because that's your repertoire. Now, like you said, if niggas are just really good at what they do, and like, yeah, but for me at least, I think that's kind of like, it's kind of disadvantage in a sense where it's like, oh, I'm really, really good at this. So let me bring you over here and tell you how much you can't do this. Maybe I just never had the passion to do that. I put my effort in doing this.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
You're going a little hard on Hitboy.
No, it's just he just probably should have worded his shit a little better or just did a little bit more research before he said what he said.
Did you like How to Rob when it came out?
Yes, I did.
Did you know 90% of that wasn't factual?
It was funny.
Oh,
and it was actually more, it was more shock value than what Hitboy was saying. Hitboy was saying stuff that I could actually go look up.
Bro, that's not a producer dissing producers on wax.
Yeah, but he's talking about their skill set and things that they have the abilities to do.
We've never seen that before.
I'm like, okay, that's right. Well, that's wrong.
We've never seen that before. That's shock value.
That what did you say on that wasn't really shock value. It was shocking that that he's a producer calling out other producers. But we haven't. This isn't like, oh my gosh, like no. I'm just like, now if we just started hearing like if this leads to like some verses and shit like that, then okay, yeah, we're seeing some things. But as of right now, like what we just seen, like Hitboy just dropped something, Hitmaker just dropped something, Metro dropped something not too long ago. Like we've seen active project, like Masta dropped something last year too at LMA. Like we've seen niggas active projects. All of these niggas sound good. So it's not like nobody's lacking in any little field or something like that, or one dude is more overrated than the other or something like that. What I heard on Metro's fucking tape, amazing. What I heard on Hitboy with King's Disease and Musiq Soul Child, amazing. What I hear with fucking, you know what I'm saying, Mustard and LMA is amazing. It doesn't have, y'all don't all have to be in the same field to be successful as producers. That's one thing I don't like, where hip hop feel like we just got to put ourselves in a box to sound like we're part of the culture. No, nigga, I don't got to do fucking soul samples to make it seem like I'm super hip hop. No, nigga, no. Like, why don't you do a West Coast beat?
Hitboy? I feel like he has.
He probably has, but nobody's sitting there on his ass like, yo, we'll do a fucking R&B or do this. You just do it. You just go and do it. You don't need nobody to tell you what to do. Just do it, bro. If that's what you want to do, do it.
Look, man, in closing, I like the energy. I appreciate competition in music, especially when it's producers. I feel like it'll bring out something new, man. Breathe new life to it. Who knows? Who knows what comes out of this? This might just be step one.
That's what I'm saying. What are you expecting to come out of it? Is there a lack of something that's not there?
Not a lack, but even when niggas go at each other, they don't do it on wax anymore. They do it on Twitter. They do it on Instagram. Like,
no, I agree with you on all of that. Once again, I'm not taking away the competition aspect of this shit. I just want niggas when they come trying to shoot, you know what I'm saying? Shoot the right bullets.
Well, Loaded Luck said if you gonna shoot at the rock, if you gonna throw rocks at the sun, you gotta reach it.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. And like I said, I love Hitboy. I praise him a lot on this pod. I just think, you know what I'm saying, he just came at that situation, or just some of the lines he used, or just wasn't factual. Just wasn't factual. Or it just was like, nigga, no, bro. Like, niggas are successful in what they're doing. Be successful in what you're doing, bro. Like, do you see Kanye still chopping up soul samples? No.
Well, that's because he chose not to, and he only does them conveniently.
It elevates and is like, I just can't stay in one field for all my time.
He brings out the soul sample when everybody's mad at him.
He does it because he knows that's what he can do. That shit, he's still fucking amazing at it. But that's not his. I don't know. But if nigga came up to him like, bro, you ain't chopping up no soul samples, that ain't like, nigga, I did stronger. Like, Like
stronger.
all of the lights. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like,
Yo. Staying with Hitboy, man, he dropped a project this weekend amongst other music, but we can start with
him and Musiq Soulchild. We've been waiting for this project for a little bit. Victims and Villains, I believe it's called.
Eerily familiar to Heroes versus Villains.
You stupid. Yo.
I see what you're saying now, brother. I see what you're saying.
Oh shit. I didn't even peep that. I ain't doing that to Hitboy. Nah, I ain't gonna do
what you're saying.
Oh, yo. Because I feel like it feel like it has a different meaning behind it. Heroes and Villains. Like given the cover for that, which had the Pink Floyd reference and shit. And with the whole Pink Floyd album was more so like a introspective into the industry in a sense where it's just like you got the record labels pretty much taking that purity out of the artists and that distrust and shit. That's why you see the one dude shaking the other dude's hand and the other dude is on fire and shit like that. And then when you got the term heroes and villains, think about the artists in the industry. Artist is usually the hero. Villains is usually the industry. It's the only way I can look at it in that similarity for the title for Metro's shit. And then with theirs, with victims and villains, I feel like the victim is like being that victim in the relationship or feeling like the victim in the relationship. Then you got the villain who is the person who did the acts of such things and such like that. Victims and that's how I
didn't know that Hitboy worked at Subway.
What?
The way he throwing subs.
Yo, stop, dog. That nigga was working at New Jersey Mike's.
New Jersey Mike's? Y'all say the full name?
Yo, is that what it's called? New Jersey
Mike's.
Yeah. Them subs is type valid. But yeah, dog. I really appreciated this project. I thought it was cool. And for us to get that, like what I always felt what pure neo soul was that great mixture of hip hop, hip hop, jazz, and R&B, but really that good mixture of hip hop and R&B though too. And I felt like we got that on this project. I mean, Musiq Soulchild is a perfect artist to blend those sounds, especially coming from Philly and such. It was just a beautiful music city, when it comes to rap and R&B and such, all the way back to their past times. But I mean, outside of the songs that I already played on here, I Remember You, My Ex, and Beat of the Slow Dance, which both songs I still do love, even hearing it in the sequencing of the album. I really do like the song. I do like the production. It's nice, mellow tempo throughout the joint. You get a couple little head knocks through this joint, like I said, from the I Remember You, My Ex. I think Really Trying to Fuck With You had a more of an up tempo joint too.
Yeah. Slow Dance wasn't
that was more the slow dance record.
Is It Love, Is It Lies is my favorite.
That was another one too. That was one I liked too. That had that real nice soul.
Hitboy lost his mind on there, dog.
That was a really good joint. Yeah, like I said, what were you looking for in this project? Like, were you listening to more of, like, with it being an artist producer project, like just straight up that, were you listening to more so for the follow-up of Hitman's production off of King's Disease, or were you listening to more of just like how it's complimenting Musiq Soulchild?
I was more so looking for the production. When it was first announced, I was like, yo, I don't think Musiq has worked with, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't think Musiq has really worked with big name hip hop producers in his time.
They probably here and there, but nothing too
nothing to Hitboy's caliber though.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm just checking just to be sure, but continue though.
I was intrigued with that. I was like, yo, and Hitboy, everybody he jumps in the booth with, including Benny, I know I have my reservations, he laces them. He laces them with heat. So I was kind of looking forward to the beats.
Mm-hmm.
Musiq did what he had. I knew he was going to do what he was going to do. And the vocals, Is It Love, Is It Lies is an example of that. If I could pick another record, I'm Really Trying to Fuck With You. I like that record.
I like that one too.
Remember My Ex. Love that record too. Very Hours. I like that.
Is it really? I looked at that more so as a record where it's like he's having those like where it's about to turn into hours, but he remember like, oh, I remember why the time stopped.
Your Love Is Life is also another go-to for me.
like I remember You My Ex was pretty much like, yo, he's having those moments where it's like, damn, son, it's a little lonely right now. What's Shorty doing? I remember him about all of this stuff. And he'd be like, ooh,
That's not Hours to you. That's more pain though. That's
Hours
pain
is I thought Hours was time for sex.
It could be time for a lot. Listen, man, I never really gave you the definition, but that could be anything of a connotation of late night escapades.
True, but most of the time, them hours is for them. When you talk about late night escapades, most people are generally thinking one thing.
Track number 3. I'm really trying to fuck with you. That's Hours, right. Top notch.
Right. And like I said, I think with those records, it's definitely good joint. But one of my favorite joints too is the what was it? Pardon me. Let me get back to the track list. I went to his other shit. Pardon. Damn, where'd it go? Oh, I'm looking at it right here. I mentioned, well, your White Rice Deja Vu. Definitely like that joint right there. And Between Love and War, like I love both of those records. This is a really good album, man. Like really
nice
solid.
Short
Soul Child, when it comes to like lyrics and such like that, he always delivers. His voice is always so soothing. You know what I'm saying? He could take it up, give you those high, nice falsettos. You know what I'm saying? It's just very calming, always like R&B ASMR when I'm listening to music. Soul Child, very chill, bro. But then again, like I say, he can give you those upbeat joints where it's just like nice little head knocker too, you know. And I think that's the Philly in them. So once again, really good project. Shout out to Hitboy. Shout out to Musiq Soul Child for this. Anything else you had on this joint before we move on?
I had nothing else on that. We could move on to the next album.
One joint that I did listen to over the weekend. They finally got this with G.Perico and DJ Drama. Got another Gangsta Grills project. I just really love that Gangsta Grills is back in like rotation again and just giving good light to artists who want to take that next step up in their careers and such. And like I said, this album right here from G.Perico and DJ Drama was really good. Definitely
I missed that one.
Yeah, it definitely shows the strengths of what G.Perico brings, especially for the West Coast right now. Just that raw old school energy, but with a modern vibe to it. Just like we like with Griselda, where's that old school energy, but with a modern vibe to it. Same with G.Perico. This is called Hot Shot. Definitely a smooth joint. Some go-to records on there. German Engineering is really dope.
German Engineering.
Oh no, it's a cold joint, bro. I mean, I could play one of the records. It's some really good joints on here, bro. Like Mind, Body, and Soul is really dope. Therapy is dope. Karma is dope. Like that 3-track run was really nice. No Do-Overs is dope. But German Engineering is it's just a cold little record, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's obviously talking about cars and shit. But yeah, dog, if I had to do any record on here, Mind, Body, Soul was a cool like record for the ladies, you know what I'm saying? But Therapy was the joint I definitely stuck with to show me like outside of his upbeat like gangster records, he got more joints to be like more humanist type.
Was
records.
That him? That violin?
Therapy.
Say it again.
Was that little violin? That's his record?
This well, it's not really a violin.
Be our therapy. Let us talk to you.
Do you love me or you love me not? Let me know right now, cause time running out. Love hurts. Love you, so I'm still trying to make it work. Do you love me or you love me not? Let me know right now, cause time running out.
You don't know what, nigga.
I don't know, dog. That voice. I hate the rapper voice, man.
But you literally just listened to all of Death.
Go ahead. Go say something. Go ahead. I listen to what?
You literally just listened to the most stereotypical 90s West Coast records.
Their voices don't sound like That's why I don't like what's this nigga name? Boogie. I don't like Boogie like that. Can't stand his rapper voice. Oh, he's dropping a 3-pack tonight, by the way.
Fuck you care for?
I thought you would.
I know he's dropping one. I'm excited.
You wouldn't. Y'all can go cook.
That's probably one of the dumbest reasons I heard of Nick. Like, I don't like the most general wet rapping voice from the West Coast that you heard all over the years. Literally just listen to a bunch of West Coast classics And I don't know. Nah, I'm good. I don't like the rapper voice, which is the fucking general rapping voice for most niggas from the West Coast. Because
Mozzie don't sound like that.
Who?
Mozzie don't sound like that.
Nigga, he don't sound nasally.
He don't sound like that.
You're
Snoop don't sound like that.
Go listen again.
Kane, Kendrick, them niggas don't sound like that.
Well, Kendrick doesn't sound like anybody, so
right.
But then again, Mozzie definitely does have that type of voice. Literally, Geechee Gotti has that type of voice. It's just not higher pitched. Like,
I think it's the pitch. Then it's the pitch. Is that better?
He got a higher pitch, but other than that, there's nothing wrong with that nigga rapping voice, bro. That shit, you've heard it plenty of times.
It's the pitch.
I guess that shit never really made me no mind. Literally, nigga. So do you never listen to Eazy-E?
Yeah, but that's Eazy-E. It's Eazy-E. That's a legend, my nigga. Like,
what does that got to do with his rapping voice?
I don't know. I think I let it slide for certain niggas.
Oh, the good old.
We good old biasness, yeah.
But nah, man, neither here nor there. This is really a good project. I'm gonna go back and play that record because I think it's definitely a dope story. This nigga bugged out. Yeah, I wish I played one of my other joints. Well, he don't got it on here, but yeah, here we go. Therapy.
We let this music be our therapy. Let us talk to you.
Do you love me or you love me not? Let me know right now, cause time running out. Love hurts. I love you, so I'm still trying to make it work. Do you love me or you love me not? Let me know right now, cause time running out. Love hurts. I love you, so I'm still trying to make it work. Yeah, most of the time I be by myself, stressed out, standing tall all by myself. Don't nobody see it. If I told them, then they probably wouldn't believe it. Swear it felt like you hated me. And if you do, I suggest you stay away from me. Emotions. Fuck this shit, I'm going out with the homies. We're the ones that really love me at. I be hugging, but don't nobody hug me back. I'm ice cold. Got me thinking what I'm living life for. I can't talk to my daughter. I got an evil ass baby mama. She wanna make me hurt so bad. She makes sure that her daughter ain't got a dad. Do you love me or you love me not? Let me know right now, cause time running out. Love hurts. Love you, so I'm still trying to make it work. Do you love me or you love me not? Let me know right now, cause time running out. Love hurts. Love you, so I'm still trying to make it work. Yeah, time ain't waiting. If you
see, just a quick little sample of that record, but just to show it's not just cars, money, flexing with this type of art rapper. If you ever listen to him like that, he's showing more. And I always say this with my artists and their growth in the game. Show some vulnerability. Show you're more relatable. Show
I like that.
It just reminded me of the shit we was listening with Conway on God Forgives I Don't, when he started talking about his situation with his baby moms and not letting them see the kids and all of that stuff. And you see it, like a lot of men, you don't got to be a regular Joe to be going through. You have some of your rappers and it's going through that same shit, bro. And I think it's when you get that, let that pain off on records. You don't hear a lot of men get that pain off. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
When they're being denied being a father or any of those other situations, to get those off on your records is other than showing it's just the glitz and the glam. No, my nigga, I live a stressful life too. You know what I'm saying? And that's more relatable than just, you know what I'm saying, glitz and glam. Like when Cole said, let me hear about the what is it? What it's like to be a broke rapper trying to be the best in the world, but you struggling with the bills or some shit like that. Like it's real. Like, let me know what's some real shit that you going through so I can really relate, my nigga. I don't got the pack. I ain't just get ran off.
That's why folks like Kendrick.
You know what I'm saying? Like
they're like Kendrick and Cole because Kendrick and Cole are more relatable. That's why.
You don't got to be just Kendrick and Cole. Like Kendrick and Cole aren't the only niggas that go through shit in life.
No, I know. I'm just using them as an example.
But that's why I made the point of other artists becoming more vulnerable with their music, whether if you're a super lyricist or not. If you're a fan of that person, you want to know the person you're giving that money to, investing your time in whatever that such that when you want to hear the stories that, you know what I'm saying, at least what makes us like, why should I be listening to you? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like certain artists are finding those things, for me at least as a fan, where we see that vulnerability and stuff like that. So shout out to G.Perico for records like that. And like I said, go check this joint out, man. Hot Shot, Gangsta Grills. Really dope tape, 13 song, about a little half an hour listen. Definitely a good joint, man.
Conway and Skeese.
Yeah, Conway and Skeese, man. Let's go to that next, bro. We had you want to start with that one? You can start
Pain Provided Profit, 7 records. This was actually out on vinyl, I think. Either vinyl, it was out beforehand, I want to say a month ago, and they just dropped it on DSPs.
They don't play about that vinyl bag, bro.
They do not. Like
it's really their, I don't want to say it's their bread and butter, but when it comes to like music sales,
that's their bag.
Them niggas get a bag off that shit. Word.
I was very happy to open up the album and hear a Kobe press conference sample on the first record. Where he was like, "Oh, job's not finished. Job's not finished."
Real, bro.
My favorite go-to joints on here are Cocaine Paste, which is the first record, Stefan Diggs 2, which nigga, that's a joint.
No, like, that's one of them joints, but I don't know how long they want to keep that record named that.
Did he leave him?
I don't know. No.
Immaculate Reception is the other one. Oh, and Food with the entire Drumwork crew, posse cut.
Yeah, but
so love
you know I still cooked on that shit. So
they got some new nigga name. What's his name? Bucky the Catfish. Oh no, Goose. By the way.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good. I thought he was pretty good on the record. I wasn't.
Love stole the show.
That's what I was about to say. That's my favorite verse. But am I love biased?
You're not, because I agree.
Okay, because I also felt she had the better verse on the Shay record too.
Crack in the 90s, I still think Skeese had the best verse on there. That's the one record I think she didn't have the best verse.
With the crazy flow. I just paid my rent a couple days ago. Like y'all don't understand, bitch. I'm here. I literally just paid rent a couple days ago. I'm still like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like y'all not understanding this.
No Derringer on here. These are all homegrown new producers. I think the guy that produced Stefan Diggs 2, I think his name is like Gun Runner or something like that. Or Jesus. Gun Matter, Gray Splatter, some shit.
Gun Matter, Gray Splatter, Gun Runner.
Shout out to him.
It's Gray Matter, but yo, Gun Runner. Yo, where you get these Western ass nicknames from, son? Gray Matter,
Red Dead Redemption,
Gun Runner, Gun Shooter. Like, hey, yo,
shout out to him though. Keep banging.
Yo, but nah, I definitely like that record for sure. The Cocaine Paste joint. Yeah, you already know we're gonna get the sneaker references and fashion references from Skeese, but to see like Conway gives it to us too. But see, when he felt like you see Skeese getting in that bag, like nah, son, let me get the flexing on my shit too, my nigga.
I didn't realize that Skeese, that's his thing. I didn't realize that,
bruh. I thought you would have picked that up when we had the interview. Like that's like a lot of me and his like relationship is through sneakers and clothing and shit like that.
Like he make a shoe reference, which I love it though, because it's always fire.
Like, in Buffalo, and obviously you got some dudes who are out the way and probably don't show their shit, but Skeese had one of the more like go-to collections.
Really?
Like a lot of like back in the day when you actually sought out for like vintage shit, like for real, for like vintage kicks, like niggas, we talking about it's like 2008, nigga. I'm looking for that 05 pair of J's or that 04 pair, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was out like that, you know what I'm saying? During that time. And he was the one of them that was heavy on it, he was always at sneaker events and such like that. We always politicked and such. Was good. What's up? He knew my dukes. Like, he was always one of the guys I looked to for in the sneaker world in Buffalo for sure. So when he was talking this shit, it was just like, yeah, that's Skeese.
Damn, like he really lived that slogan: separate the highs from the mids.
Yeah, nah, real shit. Like when he had my cousin vintage reference in the joint, like that's a big spot for a lot of people these days. Like the Cellar, you know, the consignment shops and shit. Like every spot in America probably has one now. But yeah, My Cousin Vintage, the Cellar, those are the main ones here for us. And My Cousin Vintage has a lot of fire shit in there. Like you can really go in there and like eat, but you gotta have some bread, obviously.
You gotta have, yeah,
that resubs. But long story short, though, yeah, when I heard that record, I was like, oh yeah, nah, this is that nigga's like these.
He's legit. He's really like that.
he's at home when he's rapping like this.
The most unpopular album of the weekend, I think.
Oh, real quick, I just want to say some of my favorite songs on the joint real quick because I did get a listen to it before we second listen before we got on here because I definitely like the like I said, that record, the ending record, the Metallic 5 joint was cool too. Like they had a lot of this felt like you could tell Skeese had something to do with this album, obviously, because it's a lot of like you said, fashion references and you know what I'm saying. I love Skeese's hooks though. Him on these hooks are really good.
Promise,
he's really good with these shits, dog.
Fire, Promise.
Yeah, he gets really great. Like I said, you got Metallic 5, Stephon Diggs, Chop, Immaculate Reception. Like all of these joints are very valid records. But I'll say my standouts are definitely Cocaine Pace, Metallic 5, Stephon. Like, damn, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I really like the 7-piece. It really runs through pretty smooth. I can't really say a specific joint, but I probably would say Cocaine Pace is my favorite one. But yeah, this runs through a smooth 7 records, bro, for sure. Nice little
24 minutes.
Waiting for. Should he collab with other artists? Conway, should he be collabing with other artists on his label, or was this just chemistry was there, let's do it type shit?
They have a compilation on the way.
Yeah, but Conway, if I'm Love, or if I'm what's the other dude name?
Goose.
Nah, he's more like trappier rapper.
Oh, you talking about he was on Food, right?
Believe so, yeah.
SK?
I think SK, yeah. Yeah, it's like, well, I see he has a lot of good chemistry with him. He fuck with him heavy. But still, if I'm like seeing both of these, and I'm like, all right, I know Skeese got an album coming up. Shout out to Abolish Uncertainties. Finally has a drop date for March 24th, if I'm not mistaken.
And
so we finally got we finally got a drop date for that. Can't wait for that to drop. But yeah, you got that lined up. Then you drop this tape, which I feel like it's kind of like an alley-oop for J Skeese, if anything.
Yeah.
We're like, you got the album coming out. Let's do this joint collab, joint. People get reacclaimed. You know what I'm saying? If people still haven't known, we're going to give them another chance to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I like what Conway's doing
for the album. I like the if this is a thing that if he starts doing before their, you know what I'm saying, his artist albums, I kind of like that. Like if we get a little 7-track joint with him and Love, that would be dope.
Quick question.
A little 7-track joint with him and SK. That you know what I'm saying? It's an easier.
Give me Him and Love.
No, I do too. I want that. But I'm just saying at the end of the day, that's a good alley-oop for your artist. For us who probably don't know SK too much, you know what I'm saying? At least I could be able to get these new Conway verses, and then I can at least hear who this new dude is. Well, his man's is more. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. If you were to go that route, but that's only if the chemistry is there.
Question. You see how Conway is with his artists. He has let's just take his main two. His main two, Skeese and Love. West Side has his main two would be Rome, and I think for the sake of him not dropping an album, I'll just say Armani. Rome and Armani.
It's Stove.
It's Stove God, but he hasn't dropped an album, so I can't really.
But he's put this nigga on hella placements, so it's clear.
So we'll use Stove, then. Rome and Stove, and then Benny. His two would be Rick Hyde and Heem. Who has of each of the two? Who has the better talent right now in March 13th, 2023?
West Side. I feel like his guys have the most potential, and we've seen what they can do. When they put projects out, it's very highly impactful.
That's not
Rome
fair.
Streets had one of the best albums of 2022. Same with Stone God what he dropped. So it's like, it's a high bar to reach.
Fair. It's not fair though. Like that's not fair. Damn, because I think Skeese and Love have the most potential. Honestly,
they do, but we haven't seen where we've seen where Roman and
where they can go.
Stove can go. Like,
Damn, man. I was thinking about that.
Rome was, even though we don't look at that magazine too heavy. The fact that he was on a Rolling Stone top 25 albums of the year is a big thing.
Over Drake. Just saying.
So, but yeah, so I think that definitely should be something looking forward to going in the future. Especially, I mean, shout out to Drumwork. They are definitely working and getting these guys and girls ready to get acclimated with this new thing of the circuit. I guess more getting them building a routine with these, not routine, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, routine with their
He's
album.
cultivating talent.
Thank you. And I feel like he's doing it the right way. You know, as super strong as Westside would do it with his. No, he's like, yo, get her on the record, get him on the record. We gonna all link on records and shit. He's pretty much moving the same way like how he did with Griselda. Like, hey, you come here, we all just gonna do our thing.
Do this, yeah.
You know. So shout out to them for that. What else do we
have? If Conway is sounding on that album that he's dropping, if he's sounding like he sounded on this shit, I can't wait.
Yeah, I would love that, bro. Like I said, we got Skeese on the 24th. We're still waiting on the drop date for Love's album.
Conway the 31st.
Huh?
Conway the 31st.
What's his joint called again?
Won't he do it?
Oh yeah. Huh. God don't make mistakes, won't he do it? You think that's a follow-up?
Yeah, he's already, yeah. This is his like follow-up.
Follow-up, like type of like, is there a connection between the albums?
Well, no, it's from King to a God. God don't make mistakes. Won't he do it?
Well, King to a God, it sounds like more of a personal shit. Like I went from a king to a God, and then God don't make mistakes. It's like with him not dying from that gunshot and being where he's at now. God don't make mistakes.
I just don't want him to
won't he do it is like when you talk about won't he do it is talking about, you know what I'm saying? Even though I don't call him he, but
I just don't want him to collab with the wrong niggas. That's all.
I felt has been pretty good with a selection of his collabs, to be honest with you.
Like Scatterbrain with JID and Luda, amazing. Give me some of that.
With him, Ross and Wayne. Hard. Tear Gas is hard.
Him and Sauce Walker. Fire.
Like, so I feel like he definitely picks his features pretty well. So I won't really feel too much worry about that in that department. So yeah, definitely can't wait for that. Anything we think one more project we had, before we get into any singles or anything, we get about this music situations.
Jimmy and Hitmaker.
What was the joint called? Back in our prime.
Jimmy petty as shit, yo. He took a picture. The cover is where he fucked Freddie Gibbs up, allegedly.
Oh, that restaurant?
Prime 112. That's petty.
But that's what the album was going to be called, remember?
Petty. That's petty as shit.
Yeah, that was what the album was going to be called. But I honestly don't think it was going to be called because of that situation.
You don't think so?
No, I think it was on some like, we eat here a lot. Let's just on some flexing type shit.
A coincidence, maybe?
Because I don't think Jim Jones at the age he is. I don't think he's gonna do something that's like taking that shit that serious.
We don't know these niggas.
But we've seen Jim Jones in very heated situations enough times to know when he's gonna, with the way he kind of moves now, you know. Like we've seen hothead Jim, like he would kind of like, yeah, nigga, I'm outside
on camera,
and now it's like I'm outside, but we're gonna leave right here. Whatever happens right here stays right here, or if anything is, you won't hear from me. You know what I'm saying? Like even like if niggas ain't disrespecting this nigga to like levels of Max B, I don't think he's sweating it.
Max B, he don't even.
He still like he won't even speak on that nigga.
Queen's Flip tried. He tried.
So that's why I'm like, Freddie, like, nah, no. I don't think he's that much of an impact in Jim Jones' life that he will name an album after a place he, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that Freddie has that much impact on his life. And if he does, then that's weird. But I'll just keep it up to flexing. Yo, this is where we eat all the time. Expensive place, Harlem shit. It was called it that, you know, but they did
served us a hot plate of mid.
I won't call it mid because I just feel like because the production was really good.
It was.
The songs were solid. It's just when you lead with Gunshot,
Good shot.
like the samples that are being used on here. My God, bro, I was just expecting like maybe just some harder song, maybe a little bit harder lyrics. Like I don't know, bro.
This is Jimmy After Dark.
Yeah, this was just real. Like this was after hours, Jimmy or some shit like that. Like
After
like, you know, I'm just like we just cooling out for the night. You know what I'm saying? I got my little vibe with me, like you know what I'm saying, about 3 a.m. in some other city type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's pregame music. It's pregame. Pregame for the pounding. That's all this is.
Like I was like, I'm not
short,
disgusted. I want to say I have no problem with the length of the album. Like this is my sweet spot in a sense between like 8 records to 12. Like that's fine.
Give me 12.
Like I said, I'm not mad in that range. But looking at the Gunshot record, hard. FU Better was a good record.
I like FU Better. He was 2 for 2.
You know,
he was
like,
2 for 2.
Berg and Jeremiah got amazing chemistry just off that Chicago energy with each other. Bet It All. I love that record. That sample, one of my favorite songs ever. You know, Benny cooked on that shit. I like Jones and Benny together. And Trav was nice on the hook also. You Know the Vibes. By that time I got to You Know the Vibes, I was like, coming off of Bet It All and Gunshot.
Imaginary Players. Come on.
Wasn't mad about the beat. I was just like, cool. This is a cool song. Just another ballady type record, or you know what I'm saying, a girl record. I'm like, all right, cool. It's just cool. Then we get the first plug, and I'm like, all right, we about to get some street shit. And I see Pleasure P on it. I'm like,
Not even sounding like Pleasure P, by the way.
I mean, Pleasure P always sounded one way. He never really different. Like, he would hit some high notes here and there, but he wasn't really like.
This ain't I Did You Wrong, Pleasure P.
Well, that was literally how many years ago?
This isn't was it Boyfriend Number 2? He don't sound the same.
That was the same album. But yeah, that
nigga hit puberty.
That and like niggas probably just don't take care of their voice as well as they should. Who knows? I didn't think he was bad on it though. But yeah, that was the concept of the song threw me off. I was like, I love you like what do you say? Like I love you like a drug, but you really my first plug. Like I like the concept, but it's just like, damn, nigga, another record for the ladies. Like nothing wrong with like, hey, shout out to making records for the ladies. You always want some women at shows. Like, damn, nigga, feel like this was the rest of the album.
Yeah, this was a Chrissy. This was dedicated to Chrissy, I'm assuming.
With Tink, and it's like, then the status update joint was okay. I Am was solid, but I needed more Gunshots and Bet It Alls.
The one that I wanted wasn't even on the album. The one that had the Alicia Keys sample, it wasn't even on the album.
That was you sure?
No, like it was For the Money or something money.
That's
crazy. It wasn't on the album.
That's fucking wild, dude.
That sample was fucking crazy.
Dude, why the fuck do you keep calling me? I'm recording.
And he wasn't on like it wasn't no girl record either. It was like regular Jim.
Yeah, that shit was, I don't know, man. That's like this is more Hitmakers doing.
Yeah, I mean, has Hitmaker made like a rapidy rap record yet? No, right?
I mean, probably. I just don't really recall it off bat. You know, give me 1 second, bro.
Yeah, Hitmaker, I don't know. He might be one-dimensional, maybe not. I mean, I know Hitboy took his shots at him. He didn't appreciate it so much. I think Hitboy might be the one that deserved a little pow from Hitboy. Or it's confusing, man. These niggas better go have a hit off or something. Final thoughts on the album, though, man. Too short for me. Records that I liked on here, Gunshot and FU Better out the gate were great records. It kind of dwindled and Bet It All for me. Yeah, Benny was on there, but I didn't really like it. You Know the Vibes had a great sample, imaginary player sample. I'm gonna pop for that every time. But again, like Arri said, like it's girl records. Like I never would have thought imaginary players would be used as a girl record. Never. Like nah. The concept is it's lost with me. First plug, we talked about that. On first plug, Let It Go. I don't know if Ball Greasy is would sign a Jim, but that nigga be all on Jim albums. Shout out Tink too, man. Tink cooking.
Yeah, I think that was coming off the Hitmaker Tink sessions and such, that they probably had something left over, probably. And it just like, yo, come back. But shout out to Tink too. Spent the block with another project too. She dropped some shit. I think last week. So she's keeping. She got independent. It was like, yo, I'm about to put my foot on hoes next. I ain't mad at that.
I'm about to put my foot on hoes.
And speaking of, you know what I'm saying, fuck these hoes. Megan Thee Stallion says she's about to get ready to drop some new music too. She said it at, I think it was at the Oscars, where somebody asked her, what's going on with you? Whoop de whoop, blah blah. And she was like, new album coming out soon. Fuck you hoes. Whoop de whoop. And I kind of like the energy. Where it's just like,
she could talk her shit now.
Y'all tried to get me out the paint. Y'all tried to, you know what I'm saying, with these albums, it's all, but y'all not about to break me down. And I love that energy about it. Like she finds ways to keep herself positive and working. You know what I'm saying? Because especially for women in these days and age of music, man, it's just, or just women on the internet in general, any type of entertainment factor, bro. Like it's hounds on you, bro.
Bro, they clown Lotto every chance they get.
I don't know why, bro.
She put a whole cooking video on Twitter, and niggas, oh, I don't like the way the corn look. I don't like the way the green beans look. My nigga, what?
Like, come on, son. And she just jumped on that rub record, the what is it called, bro?
Mouse Couture.
The Mouse Couture record.
Mouse Couture.
Yeah, I actually kind of like that shit, dog. Like, as a person that got nieces and nephews, and I was a big like fan of watching. I was a fan of watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse with my niece, bro. Like the Mouse Couture. Let me pull that shit out on you.
My god, baby, like what's it, Miss Rachel? That's my god, baby joint.
Yeah, but I'm really a what was it, House of Mouse nigga, real shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
House of Mouse back to the streets.
What you know about House of Mouse?
Oh, God. What you know about House of Mouse?
What? They had all the villains in one section.
Actually, a little older than me when that show came out. So what you know about House of Mouse?
I know plenty. They need to put that on Disney Plus.
You trying to press me? I was of age to watch it, kind of.
They need to put that shit on Disney Plus. That's what they need to be doing. What you doing watching that?
You were watching that shit, nigga. You were probably definitely probably in middle school or going.
No, I was in elementary school when I was out. I was like
what, like
2000.
Hey Google, when did House of Mouse premiere?
The air date of the first episode of House of Mouse was January 13th, 2001.
Damn.
I was in elementary school. I was still a kid.
Damn, 9/11 didn't even happen yet.
Damn, that was before 9/11.
I was in third grade, damn near.
Before the Blueprint.
That's crazy, bro. House of Mouse really is a fucking classic. But anyways, yeah, shout out to Lotto. I heard her verse on the Mouse Couture joint. Definitely was solid. Yeah, I don't see the hate that they be having on these like they just be anything, because if like these motherfuckers ain't fucking Lauryn Hill or fucking Missy Elliott, which I feel like most of these niggas didn't listen to that in depth to be trying to like jock them like that.
Right.
That's like, dog, let these fucking women move and groove. Like we just seen the shit where they had Ice Spice on the Days and Confused. I think it was Days.
Saw that the magazine. Right? Yeah.
And I guess Nicki Minaj, I'm not sure by the verbiage of the actual tweet if she was supporting this or not, but it said like gag, period, hip hop, or it said new rap princess or something like that, like throw her the crown or some shit like that. And it's like, then it had like a little post of like a list where it said rap princesses. Then it had, oh dog, I wish I could find this shit now.
No, I seen that. And then JT was like, her name was crossed off. Like Ice Spice was like the very last.
Yeah. So, but it's like, is this all the women that Nicki be champion or put herself next to or some shit like that? And it's like, no, she's finding the next winner. Like I was still trying to like decipher that post because It was a little weird, but then again, like I said, I do agree with like hip hop always just tries to like put on a pedestal just one woman.
Yeah,
Where
they
it's like,
want to
this is the
crown.
one we're going to champion. This is the one we're going to give all the praise and acknowledgement to.
Mind you, they're all talented. They're all talented. They all can cook and flourish. Wait, that's a terrible word, especially with this top. They can all flourish.
You're fucking insane.
I mean, we see Lotto can cook.
But no, I agree with you. It's like they don't mind having all of these dudes. Like, where's our female? I was about to wild out too. I'm about to say, where's our female one train? But
we're losing recipes.
See, yeah, you're bugging. But no, I want we need more of those big female posse cuts, or like, you know what I'm saying? It's some out there, but it shouldn't just be from the underground chicks and shit like that.
Nah.
We should be in a space where a Shay, Noir, Love, and Armani can be able to, you know what I'm saying, bump shoulders in the same world as a fucking Lotto, Glorilla, and Ice Spice. You know what I'm saying? All 6 of them are pretty much new artists, but ones are a little bit more underground, ones are more mainstream. But at the end of the day, none of them are being championed all at the same time.
There's a divide. The divide is quote unquote pussy rap, which is what the Ice Spices and the JTs and the Megans and the Lottos do. And then, you know, what the Shay Noirs and the Rhapsodies and what the Amanis do.
But that's, then you got the Tierra Wax, and then you got the fucking
what was her name? She just put out a really good album last year.
Stefflon Don, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of women that's out here moving and grooving and are showing great potential, but it's just like it gets not that same love because we want to put all of our focus on one woman and make sure if she's successful or not. You know what I'm saying? And if she's not, then we move on to the next joint. That's corny as shit.
Word.
It's corny as shit. And I think that shit really, really, really needs to get the fuck out of here.
That's what happens when men judge women sports.
That, but too, I'm not going to act like, you know what I'm saying, Nicki doesn't have no partake in this either. She moved kind of like the 50 Cent of the women's
She's from Southside Jamaica, Queens.
I was going to say women's division, but yeah, hey, there you go. But yeah, man. So not about to act like it's just because men murdered. No, she has some play in it too because of that divide and Congress wanting to be the alpha. You know what I'm saying? And it just made it like, no, well, when Nicki's gone, then we'll move. Like, they treated Nicki like tribal chief Roman Reigns. Whenever she's done, that next motherfucker's gonna be the star.
No,
enter Cardi B.
Nicki is done.
Like Cardi B was like Cody Rhodes for the rap game for women, damn near. It was
Nicki
like,
been there for a few years, dog.
People like, I'm just saying, it's when it happened. Like Invasion of Privacy came by, or not even that, when the mixtapes were even the build to Invasion of Privacy, people were like, oh, we don't gotta just listen to Nicki no more.
Word.
Oh shit, finally. And then it just moved on to Cardi, where it was like, yo, no, you can listen to both and appreciate both.
Right. Comparison is the theft of joy.
Yeah, it is, bro. It is. And like I said, just quick singles that dropped to give some light tools. He had some good singles that dropped, man. Oh, shout out to Blast. He dropped a dope EP too, yo. Got the joint.
I didn't get to it. I meant to, but because I like Blast, man.
Yeah, that joint was nice, man. You really won't really hear me say anything bad about Blast, bro. He really just continues to be consistent with his work, bro. So shout out to him, bro. It just continues and continues. We had joint from Madlib. This was from Madlib, Mayhem Loren, and DJ Muggs called Wild Salmon. Shout out to Mayhem Loren to get those two dudes on a record. Like Mayhem Loren's been getting some dope like production with DJs on. I mean, not DJs, producers on his records lately, bro. It's a really good look for him, man.
I love him.
We had dope record by Made in TYO called BT Uncut with him, Smino, and Chance the Rapper. I'm actually gonna play that later for my wave. But yeah, that joint's a dope record. What else did we have? It's a lot of solid joints out right now, man. I forgot.
Boogie's dropping a little.
Oh, actually, that wasn't my wave of the week. What I just said, that wasn't. I actually know my wave of the week. I'll say it later. But yeah, we had that, dog. Who Who else? That's are we? No. Yeah, that's pretty much. Oh yeah, we got the single from Talkback record by Black. Getting ready for that joint coming up soon.
I just want the album. I saw the
Yeah,
track
getting
list.
ready for the
I just want
album.
the album.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That was pretty. My boy Sebastian Michael dropped the EP deluxe kind of. It was a deluxe for his EP, which I've never heard of. That's a new one, and it still was only 4 songs. He really just kind of like remix shit, but dope joint by Dinner Party, you know, Terrace Martin, Robert Glasper, Kamasi Washington, featuring Ant Clemens, called Insane. Yeah, I always love hearing them dudes link up together. Dinner Party is just one of the like dope like musical things happening in music, right? Or music collections happening in music right now that is not getting enough light right now. So shout out to that. And that's about it for me. But yeah, let's get ready to move on about here from music. I think that should be good for music.
Yeah. You want to go into our first wave?
Yeah, you want to who did it last? I think
you went first last pod, so I'll go first.
Yeah.
I was gonna play some Death Row shit, and I completely changed my mind. I'm gonna play. Let me see. I'm gonna play some Woo. We'll be talking about the best episode of the Woo series later on. I'm gonna play some Ghosts off of the Big Doe Rehab. I'm gonna play Killah Lipstick.
Look at you go.
Look at you go.
Playing Hunk. That nigga really is my spirit.
With the world title.
Oh yeah, even with like, come on, son.
Method Man and Masta Killah on there too.
Mm-hmm. Did you know a Killah Priest album went number 4 on the hip hop charts? His debut album. Didn't know that. For all the like shit he gets, niggas don't ever bring that up.
They don't bring up that Shaheem was like a child prodigy at the time.
Shit crazy.
Killah Lipstick. Off at the top of the biscuits, a hit chick, now number 1 on her hit list. She killing the game.
I really love Meth on hooks, bro.
He cooked on here.
Like, he has really some of the best hooks in hip hop history, low key. Like, he has some of them joints. METHOD, man, Ice Cream.
Well, you know,
Rockwilder.
Originally, Method Man, RZA's plan for Method Man was that he wanted him to attract the kids and the women.
Yeah, but he wasn't with that. Like, nigga,
he wasn't.
I do a lot of drugs. I drink heavy. I'm a wild nigga. We're not gonna do that.
In hindsight, that's crazy though. That was his original plan.
Like, was meth a slang for something else back in the day, or were they just really doing methamphetamines?
Method. Oh, like an abbreviation?
No, when niggas was like grab your meth, grab your, and I'm like, You're not talking about opioids.
Oh, so he was aiming for white kids?
I don't know. I'm asking you. I guess we gotta ask Uncle Woo, not Papa Woo. Cole.
Uncle. Uncle Woo. Uncle. This album is a sleeper too.
I ain't gonna lie, I low key been like, That's the Killah's flow has been like growing on me lately. Maybe it's because we're in an era of offbeat flows that is just kind of like,
or you just watched this episode and you found some new appreciation for it.
Well, it's not really. Well, I guess I had to go kind of a little hand in hand, but more so I was just really listening to that Better Tomorrow record more. And then he got other records where I always liked his verse on what's my joint, bro? Is it Reunited? No. Hold on. Where's the joint? He was like, I might just shot me a pussy for testing. What song is that?
Killah Lipstick. Killah. This sample, I love this sample. Whenever niggas flip it,
with sample his beat selection, very underrated, bro. Like I know a lot of niggas say Fat Joe has one of the best beat selections. Niggas got to spin the block on fucking Ghostface, bro. Like the collabs he would do with artists, with producers, and then just some of his old joints, like some of the beats on Supreme Clientele, fucking Bulletproof Wallets, Big Doe Rehab, like, dude, them Jesus Christ, them soul season.
I'm gonna give Bulletproof Wallets a chance.
Please, bro, you bugging.
Because that's the one that I skipped. I skipped that one and I skipped Ghostdini.
I always love listening to Bulletproof Wallet because it feels like it's a continuation of the Cuban Links, Iron Man, like type situations. You know what I'm saying? Did you like he's featuring on the joint a lot. Like the Hilton is one of my favorite songs with Ray and Ghost.
Ever?
I said one of, bro. He said, but it's up there though, bro, because it's like the storytelling, the characters, like that they were kind of like bringing to life in these joints. It was just so dope. Like, and then Ghost kept saying like he was popping niggas balloons on this album. And I just thought it was fucking hilarious. Like, part of you, sir, balloon pop. Like, yo, shit's fucking hilarious, B. But nah, dog. Yeah, definitely go. I feel like he has one of the best beat selections for sure.
You think so?
Oh yeah, like the joints he do with Doom. I mean, the joints he do with Doom. The joints he did with like Bad
Scarface. Is that what it is?
Which one?
Let me see.
What would you say? But Scar? Oh, you talking about
Czarface.
No, that's Spec.
Czarface means Ghostface.
Oh, that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's Spec and his crew with Ghostface, but with the joint with him and I think it's like Tony.
Hold up, Ghost got a bad, not good album?
Yeah, bro. You never heard that?
Might need to download this one.
Woo! And it adds to my fucking shit that short albums be heat.
I'm gonna need to download that because I didn't know that.
Dog, I ain't even mean to go on a Ghostface like tangent real quick. Like
that's your man's, that's your people's.
Like son, that's
lover.
I hate that name so much.
Tell him that's his name.
Clearly, he changed it himself. But yeah, son, like Bulletproof Wallets, Supreme Clientele. Like shit, when he gave RZA, obviously him and RZA got amazing production and chemistry together. Obviously, Pretty Tony album has some dope shit on there too. Save Me Dear, It's Over, Run, like Biscuits, hard, bro. Never Was the Same Again, like crazy, dog.
Pretty Tony was a really good album.
But yeah, he got so many albums. That's what I always loved about it. The quality never went under the quantity when it came to him. You know what I'm saying? Like he would drop a lot of projects, but he knew how to like he knew how to keep what got him to the gusto. You know what I'm saying? He kept that same energy with his flow. It never like step off too much where people are like, what the fuck is Ghost doing? This ain't Ghost.
That's the formula.
You know? And I think his fans always love that, you know?
Well, you mentioned your favorite Ghost and Ray album. So while we're there,
my favorite Ghost and Ray album.
8 albums to get to know you or us or however you want to do it.
Yeah, so this is pretty much like seen this on Twitter. I think it was on Twitter, right? But it was pretty much like a personality type joint where it's like, where's 8 albums that define you? Yo, like somebody wanted to know, like if you had to like a capsule type shit, if you wanted to leave like 8 albums where the future, somebody be like, yo, who is Loso? Who is Arri? What 8 albums would you leave them?
Oh man. Boy, you want to go first?
No.
Got you. Well, I'll go. There's no order. There's no particular order. It's just 8 albums.
Yeah, we're not ranking nothing. No.
My honorable mention is Good Kid, Mad City.
I knew you was gonna say that. I thought it was gonna be on your list though.
It could have been, but I didn't know what to take out. Honestly.
I'm mad at that.
First album is Illmatic. Nas is my GOAT.
I was say you would give like a little brief explanation.
Yeah. Nas is my GOAT. Like, aside from Hove, Nas is my favorite rapper. It's Nas, Hove, Big L. And I have each of them on here. So, number 2, Cuban Links. I still remember the day my brother brought the purple tape home and he played it. And like when I heard Criminology for the first time, I think it was Wu Gambino's for the first time, like blew me away. Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous by Big L at 3. That album is like, if Purple Haze by Cameron or Come Home by Cameron is like new Harlem, Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous is old Harlem.
That Children of the Corn, all that shit, yeah. Hell yeah.
All of that. And Big L is like one of the best, if not the pioneer for punchline rappers. What Cassidy does now and all them, Big L. They got it from Big L. Number 4, a newer album or new-ish, Tan Talk 3. This is like his Illmatic. First time I heard Tan Talk 3, I shed a tear. I was like, oh my God, what is this? Like, it's one of the moments. Number 5, my opinion, the best Hove album, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. That is
you can. I'm not doing it with you.
I
see how you set that up to kind of like trigger me, but I'm a different man than I was last year.
I'm seeing you trying to catch the bait. That's all.
I'm good. I'm chilling. You can have that.
That is
even what I'm mad at.
Bet. That's one of the rare Hove albums that you could play straight through, pretty much. It is. Number 6, Graduation. I think I was one of the people that had to sit at FYE and had to hold both albums together and say, which one am I buying, Curtis or Graduation? Glad I got that Graduation.
That's a good point, yo. I remember being in that moment.
I was like, which one do I get? Number 7, I'm gonna throw a mixtape. Just because this mixtape sounds like a fucking album. Rich Forever. Like, that shit it needs to be on streaming. Like, it needs to be. This is one of the best. This is one of Ross's best projects to me.
That's one of the biggest songs of the 2000s.
Word.
2010s with Stay Scheming and how that is not able for everybody to be able to listen to. And just like, it's crazy.
In my last album, we mentioned it earlier, Purple Haze, Cameron. Cameron is on my Mount Rushmore. It's Nas, Big L, Hove, Cam.
That was good. That was really good.
No Griselda, surprisingly. Well, one.
Yeah. For me, man, I'm gonna start and make it easy with the first couple joints because these are albums that opened my eyes to the world of hip hop and just where I appreciated it. And I can say these albums really sit well with me and have me with growth in the world of hip hop. I'll start with one of my favorite Hove albums for me. I might start with my favorite rapper, Blueprint. I mean, that album as a kid, we just talking about 2001. When that was a vital moment in my years. I was 11. No. I was 9. Yeah, I was 9. No, I'm lying. 93. Yeah, I was 8. I was 8. Pardon me. I was 8.
Yeah, because I was 10.
8 years old. Wasn't too impressionable, but I was starting to like get a lot more things, see more things, sneakers, clothes, music. It's more outside, more whatever. So Blueprint came out. You knew Hove was the biggest rapper in the game. Like, it was bar none,
He was treated as such.
Like, when H to the Izzo, that video dropped, just everybody in the music game, like, shouting this nigga out, the whole little fake parade, like, Rockefeller at his height.
I forgot about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a kid. I was 106 in Park Heavy. So when I seen that video, I was like, oh, this nigga is a god. Like, you know what I'm saying? This, like, whatever. So whatever, like, that shit. Then, like I said, listen to the album, all of those songs, just that collection of music, Girls, Takeover, fucking You Don't Know is literally probably top 3 Jay-Z songs for me. Like I listen to that song at high volumes anytime it plays.
Live, seeing him perform that live, like nigga, it's magnifique.
Blaze went crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What you mean, Bink? I'm kidding. Yo, he said it. He said it on Expert Opinion. He said, "Yo, Just Blaze took my shit.
Stole my whole style. Flow for flow."
Yeah, I will link you the video. He said it.
Yo, he hit it with the Soulja Boy shit.
He hit it with the Soulja Boy.
Oh damn! But yeah, dog. Like I said, that album is amazing, bro. So amazing. I listened to that album at nasty amount of times. And then following that is I got to throw some Kanye on there. Now I would go with early Kanye because that's where I became a fan. But the one that stuck with me the most for my life was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like listen to that in high school, shaped me like where my music fandom went to the future. You know what I'm saying? Like where just I love the grittiest of rap shit, but I love that stadium grandiose shit too, though. You know, so I just love everything he gave me on there. All
thought you was going to go 808.
Like it was all just A1. You talk about somebody damn near making the perfect hip hop album. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is one of your best bets.
I thought you was going to go 808.
I'm gotta take this call. Somebody.
Someone important. Yeah. So honestly, I thought he was gonna go 808s. I mean, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is an incredible album. I am currently listening. Shout out to Dissect Podcast on Spotify. I am currently listening to their breakdown of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. They do a very extensive song by song each episode breakdown, and they brought up some new theories about this album for me. I'm gonna have to listen to it differently the next time I listen to it because I had no idea. But shout out to them. They got a nice little platform. They do a Good Kid, Mad City. They do Damn. They do To Pimp a Butterfly. They even did Mr. Morale, but they did that for one episode. So shout out Dissect Podcast. For sure. I'm mad that it's 8 though. I could have done like 10, honestly. I could have done 10 albums, real shit. Because 8, I get why they said 8, but 10, give me a top 10, man. Real shit. Shout out Blue. Blue was the one that tweeted it out. Blue from Blue in Exile. He was the one that tweeted that out. I put it in the group. Shout out to Get Your Bars Off Facebook group.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Oh no, you good, man. I was talking about.
Man. I guess they just found out she got COVID, so we about to. Yeah, I gotta go get checked in a little bit. But I'm gonna go get checked in the morning. But yeah, so just had to make sure she's
got COVID.
Oh, I feel fine actually. My mom was the one that was feeling a little sick and such, so she went to the hospital.
I was telling the people that I thought you threw a curveball at me because I thought you were gonna pick 808s.
808s I could have went with, but I feel like with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, it took it up a level. You know what I'm saying? Where I got bits of Graduation, I got bits of, you know what I'm saying, all the shit before, just perfected on this album.
It was his crescendo. It had everything from all the albums together. He gave it to you in like
Blame Game could have been on 808s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yo, that's
Dark
true.
Fantasy could have been on Graduation.
Yep.
You see what I'm going with there? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's little pieces that could have you could have put So Appalled on Late Registration.
You could have.
You know, like a lot of them shit, it just fit. But I feel like this was like him at his highest of music. I mean, he probably still evolved, but Kanye still is great at what he does.
That's his peak.
As an artist / producer, that was just amazing what he did. So I got to go with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy at number 2. Number 3, I'm going with Kid Cudi's Man on the Moon. That album, literally, I felt like he made that shit for me, bro, which a lot of people probably felt like when that album was made. I mean, I was already a fan off the mixtape, but when that album came out, god damn, the songs, the lyrics, the impact, bro, it still felt to this day. You know what I'm saying? With people still talking about what that album did for people, for them. You know what I'm saying? I even could have said a second one, but that first one, Soundtrack to My Life, that really was the soundtrack to my life for good.
That's the one that had Day and Night.
Day and Night, My World, shit had the joint Cuddy Zone. Even on the deluxe, it had shit from the mixtape with him and Wale, like classic records on there, man. Joints that made Cuddy the guy he is to this day, like why he's still revered as, you know what I'm saying, as one of some people's favorite artists, you know, of that album. But number 4, this is where it starts to get a little tough. Because those 3 albums right there are so easy to go with.
Bonafide. Boom, boom, boom.
You know what I'm saying? But going from there, I gotta go with some NERD, man. NERD, Seeing Sounds. Like a lot of albums that really shaped me and like I felt really as a person, you know what I'm saying? I gained through high school, you know, really, really a lot. And this album right here was talk about a chokehold, bro. Like just from the Everyone Knows regular record and then the remix. Oh my god!
All the girls standing in the line for the bathroom.
Like, what do you say? What do you like? You have any black inside you?
Would you like some?
Like some? Yeah, was wild. That whole remix is god tier, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Like
One of my favorite remixes ever. Then you got records like Windows, Antimatter, Spaz. Like joint that Kid Cudi went off on the mixtape. That was one of my joints. Like Killjoy. You know, like oh my god, so many joints, bro. So many great. Sooner or Later, like this was a great album for me as a kid. Another joint I'll go with, man. Even if I go old, I'm gonna go with Enter the Woo, 36 Chambers. Like that joint when I started going into my like history bag. That album right there was just like, whoa, like Jesus Christ. You talk, and that really opened my just that head knocking, gritty shit like that, where it's just like, nah, dog. If my shit ain't knocking like this, or the music ain't knocking like this, it's under the bar type shit, you know. We talked about this album enough on this pod for the past couple of weeks, so it's not too much I need to say about that. Where I'm at, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're at this is 6.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Man, 6. Woo, this is tough, bro. This shit is so tough. Actually, I'll go with. Oh yeah, duh. I'm thinking too hard. I forgot about fucking Good Kid, Mad City. Like, I would go with To Pimp a Butterfly, but I felt like Good Kid, Mad City. Once again, I felt like an album that was made for me. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying, kids like me, or you know what I'm saying, you or whatever. Like, just kids in the hood that's just living in that in the hood and just been going through these different crazy shits that, you know what I'm saying, life or death situations sometimes that, you know what I'm saying, you just be happy you made it out alive, you know, sometimes, you know. It's just a great story that you found great music, timeless songs, and you know what I'm saying, once again, impactful, you know what I'm saying, impact to this day. Like a lot of people still feel like it's one of his, if it is his best album, still, you know, one of the best stories on an album.
One of them.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So that joint's definitely on there for me. That would be 6. Number 7. God damn. I didn't even think how tough this was going to be, man. Because I really don't want to double up too much. I really hate doubling up. And real talk, I forgot. Wait, I'm bugging the fuck out. Confessions. That is my favorite R&B album ever. Like, I played that album out continuously. And I ain't been through shit that he was talking about. But Jesus Christ, you talk about amazing selection of song, amazing production, just the timing of stories with him and Chili, and this like him kind of playing off the shit. Like it is so much that album is still impactful. It's still one of the best R&B albums of this fucking like this damn near this like 21st century. Real shit. Like and then last, man, that's oh boy. I did really real talk. Last, I gotta go with Michael Jackson Thriller.
Thriller.
Yeah.
Interesting.
As a kid, like I grew up a Michael Jackson fan. Before I became a fan of anybody else in music, I was a Michael Jackson fan.
I like that you didn't stay hip hop
movie. My aunt had gave me his she didn't give it to me. I actually kind of took it. They had his
You borrowed it.
Yeah, his history album. Or once again, she had the bad album. I ended up taking that too. But yeah, I listened to the history album and I just listened to all of his music. I was just enamored, watching his videos on VH1 and like I said, just enacting the dance moves as a kid and all of that shit, bro. So when I listened to Thriller like in its entirety for the first time, I was blown away. Blown away, bro. So it's like I could have went with Bad because You Make Me Feel was one of my favorite. Like that was like one of the first songs I really, really loved by Michael Jackson. But Thriller, Jesus Christ. And I can just talk about Michael Jackson as my fan of him as a kid all day, but Thriller is the one.
You kept it. I like that you didn't keep it just hip hop. I fuck with that.
Yeah, because I almost did, but that's what was getting. I'm like, wait, no, I'm not just all hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like Confession, like those shit right there as a kid, bro. Like Usher and Michael Jackson, them niggas, you couldn't tell me shit about them niggas, especially when Usher and them niggas linked on the 35th anniversary show. I was like, Jesus Christ.
It was a fever dream.
I'm enough. That's enough for me. You can send me up now. Like
that's enough.
That's enough. Send me up now, buddy.
Send me up now, buddy. Send me up now, buddy. Tell me God, send me up now, buddy.
Perform together on TV. Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Those are definitely the 8 albums for me, man. Yeah, we definitely got to chop this joint up, man. This was a good segment.
Word. Ready to Die. Speaking of send me up now.
Right, yo, Jesus fucking Christ. Yo, what a transition, you sick bastard.
Hey, man, it's on brand. It's on brand.
Since the last show, yeah, we had the anniversary of Ready to Die.
Ready to Die. His death anniversary, March 9th.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry. Sick. Jesus Christ. God, I hate
what they call it.
I hate death anniversaries, but I really hate them shit so much.
Paris anniversary better?
I mean, I'd rather appreciate his birthday than the day he died.
Tell that to the people, dog. That's what they be doing.
Hey, people, I appreciate the day he was born instead of the day he died.
This nigga really told the people. This nigga really said, hey, people.
But no, man. Let's talk about it. This is. I personally always edge this album over. Fucking. I'm about to say
Life After Death.
Life After Death. I always want to say Long Kiss Goodbye for some reason. I always want to call the album Long Kiss Goodbye, even though I feel like it could have been called that in a sense, but
it doesn't roll off the tongue quite like Life After Death doesn't roll off the tongue.
It does. It's because it kind of sounds like a mafia movie in a sense. Long Kiss Goodbye, or it sounds like a little old. It's not like a mafia movie, but it sounds like one of them old classic type of Turner classic movie type joints you used to see.
Oh, the Dirty Harry joints.
That's a Western, but more of those like crimey detective type films, noir.
Like in the 90s, yeah.
They had the suits on and shit. Like, so I mean, it could have fit for a title, but Life After Death was the one, and it's more impactful. But anyways, I always edge this album a little bit more, and obviously production on both of them are just Jesus Christ. But this one, I just edge for the rawness, the stories, the I don't give a fuck factor that Biggie just possessed on this album so much, bro. And this could have made my list too, for real. Like, but I just probably just didn't think of it. Fucking honorable mention, whatever. But it's just a couple of joints that could have been honorable mentions. So we ain't going use that as a crutch. But let's look at this joint, bro. Like, because obviously we know like the build up to this joint. He had singles out. He was doing multiple little joints. He had the Super Cat joint. He had I think was he on the record with Total before the album came out?
Total Can't You See?
Yeah, like he had a mad joints, you know what I'm saying, freestyles here and there. But you know what I'm saying, it was once you seen it, you was like, okay, this nigga's fire. But then it was album time. And you know, the build up for an album back then was heavy, especially the Street Team and all of that shit, you know,
the press kit.
Yo, like I love commercials, shit, bro. Like niggas would low key have trailers for albums, then, bro. Like I always thought that was fucking fire. Like a trailer for an album is fire to me, dude. Because it feel like it's some heavy shit, you know. Let's see, dog. I'm trying to type this nigga name in. I got a crack in my phone, so I can't see it too well.
It ain't no fun if the homies can.
Yeah, dog. I just wanted to see the singles that were dropped before the album came out. I wonder if they'll show them on here. Oh, they don't got him on here on title. Well, means by looking through his albums. No, no, they don't really got him on here too much. But yeah, we know the joints that was there. But yeah, bro, Ready to Die. This album is just the intro alone, like Jesus Christ. Like the skit where it's just, you know what I'm saying, him being born, it's like a whole little like montage and shit as he grew.
It sounded like a movie.
And that's the part I love about it. Like it felt like you were walking it, you were being introduced to, you know what I'm saying, this wild ass nigga, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we listen to the intro real quick? I know we're going I'm not gonna try to play too many joints, but I just want to, I like the intro because it really sets the tone.
No, that sound like the beginning of Crooklyn.
Let me get this joint on here. Got the little build up, crescendo and shit. Like these little additions to the song, just making it feel like you said, like a
push it so much. One more time, come on, push, baby. One more time. Push, come on. One more time, hang on.
I saw it there in the car and driving on the way there.
Yeah! Hard to understand, but I have a man. The hip, how you know? In the boogie to the boogie to beat. Now what you hear is not a test.
God damn it, what the fuck you doing? You can't control that goddamn boy. I just saw Mr. Johnson. He told me he caught the motherfucking boy dropping. What the fuck are you doing? You can't control that guy. I don't know what the fuck to do with that boy.
What the fuck do you want me to do?
If you can't fucking control that boy, I'ma send his motherfucking ass to the group home. What? I'll smack the shit out of you, bitch. What the fuck?
What a broken home.
This sound like what's the shit? The Kendrick shit or Mr. Morale?
Suckers that's down with me. What, nigga, you wanna rob the motherfucking train? Yes, motherfucking right. Nigga, it's 87, nigga. Is you dead, bro? Yeah, nigga, but nigga, it's a motherfucking. Nigga said ain't nobody never robbed no motherfucking train. Man, your mother giving you money, nigga? My mom don't give me shit, nigga. It's time to get paid, nigga. Is you with me? Motherfuckers, you with me? Yeah, I'm with you, nigga. Come on. Let's make it happen, man. All you motherfuckers, get on the floor. Get on the motherfucking floor. Give me all your motherfucking don't move, nigga. Jury, give me every fucking thing. Nigga, I'm just a fuck up. I'll throw your motherfucking brain.
He goes from being born, you know what I'm saying, in the car on the way to the hospital. It is kind of like broken family and shit that really don't really give too much fucks about him. And then he's running the streets and he's saying, fucking nigga, I gotta eat some way. My mom's ain't giving me no, I gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? So the props train.
Oh, you hear the G-Funk?
Yeah, But now you see he got arrested.
Let me walk you to the door.
Wait, that's crazy.
So how does it feel leaving us?
Come on, man. What kind of fucking question is that, man?
Snoop.
Trying to get the fuck up out this joint, bro.
Yeah, you'll be back. You niggas always are.
Hey, man. What the fuck is you all about, hoes? You won't see me up in this motherfucker no more.
Let's see.
I got big plans, nigga. Big plans.
I love it. It's like a movie. It's like it plays out like a movie in the intro.
Yeah, you're giving them that beginning. You know how like in an episode you get that like beginning part of the episode to kind of give you what's the energy gonna be like in this shit, or like what's the like main part of this and what we really getting at, and then they'll go to the end. They'll actually go to the title screen and shit like that. Whoop de whoop, or the theme song, whatever. That's how that felt like. Where it's like we're giving you who this dude is. Like he's you know what I'm saying. He been through this crazy life. Went through the streets, whoop-de-whoop, went to jail, and now he's ready to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Come back out on some new shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, you get into that joint where things done change, like the things done changed was dope, then give me the loot. Like that. God.
That beat is crazy. Crazy.
And I think that was one of his singles or one of the joints he would perform heavy during these joints. Like I know he'd like to perform these at concerts and shit, and it just the crowd would go crazy for this fucking record. It was like how this was like party and bullshit. Like this
I've seen women rap this shit word for word. Word for fucking word.
It's a fucking banger, bro. And then you get Machine Gun Funk. That beat on there is just God tier, bro. Oh my god.
The little sample.
Yes. And he was so smooth. Like it's like Biggie could really rap damn near on anything, bro. You want to give him Jamaican shit, he'd go off that. You want to give him the R&B type shit, he'd go off that. You want to say you give him the straight up, you know what I'm saying, the gritty shit, he'd go off that. Like this nigga can go off. Like he's one of my favorite spitters ever.
I said the other day, man, like every song on here, it's a different story. Like Machine Gun Funk is an example of him just talking about his teen years, his high school years. So I guess you know the story, the rap side, crack side, how I smoke bunk, smack bitches on the backside. Like it's a storytelling. Like he was storytelling in the entire album.
Great storytelling.
I think this album it encapsulates this and Life After Death. I feel like this more because this is his like magnum opus. Like this is his like opening, is his
coming
first
of age
offering.
story type shit. Because
yeah,
you know,
like,
the first album
that
that come to this moment. You know what I'm saying?
Like every song, like even Big Papa, he was telling stories on there too.
He was always a very great storyteller, son. Great storyteller. And then we get to one of the classic records, hip hop classic, Warning. Some of the greatest verses, you know what I'm saying? And you talk about storytelling, you know what I'm saying? That shit, oh my god, bro.
Hey yo, you got a red dot on your head. Oh shit, you got a red dot on your head.
Your head too. Oh shit. Smink. But just the back and forth with the storytelling between him and Puff on this shit was just amazing, bro. You know what I'm saying? What do you say?
Nah, love one disrespect.
Didn't say them. They put me on something that you knew from back when you was clocking minor figures. Now you see you blowing up like nitro when they want to stick a knife through your windpipe slow.
Thank me for wanting you and I wanted nothing. Mac nigga, tell me what you gonna do.
That first verse is just like, oh my god,
timeless,
bro.
Timeless.
Amazing work what he did with that, dog. Like I said, it's just one of those you could just rap and it just if like anybody would damn near know this shit, dog. And then you get to the next joint, like the sequencing from that to Ready to Die, the title record, which is hard. I'm ready to die. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was.
I like the original. Energy. I don't like the one they have on Apple.
What version is it they have on Apple?
The sample is different. Shout out Easy Mo B. Easy Mo B did this one.
Is it different? Is the remaster or something?
Yeah, that's the one that's on Apple. It's a remaster.
Damn, I wonder how they got it on Spotify.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ready, motherfucker?
Sounds the same so far.
I think you got the original one. But look at how mine sound.
I'm ready. As I grab the Glock, put it to your headpiece. One of the check.
Yeah, that's all.
You ready, motherfucker?
But you hear the difference in the chorus though. And the chorus is where you hear the difference. I think it's what is it? Bridgeport Sample remix is the one that I have here. It's the remaster or remix. The original Easy Mo B record, there's a different sample on the chorus. And I noticed that because I had Ready to Die on CD, on tape. So I knew, you know what I mean? Like I knew it was different. Great record nonetheless, though. Great record, great concept. I think the juxtaposition of having Ready to Die right before One More Chance, I like that. Like it's, you know, the girl record and then that record. I like the sequencing with that. Also, another note about this album.
Sorry about that. Yeah. What did you say about One More Chance?
I like the juxtaposition he had of having Ready to Die right before One More Chance. Two completely different types of songs, but they worked so well together in the sequencing.
And this wasn't even, and this was not the remix. The original one is not the original
OG.
version. But obviously, who really cares about that version? We only like the remix. Let's be real.
Yeah, I love the remix. There's
like,
a video
that
for it.
Shit is just like R&B and hip hop mixture at its fine. That's Bad Boy at his glory in our record right there, bro. Yeah. Like from the Isley Brothers sample to like so many quotables, the videos with the cameos, like so much great shit. Timeless record right there. Another record you could play damn near anywhere, bro. For anybody, that song alone is just like damn near an American culture. You know what I'm saying? From the movies it's been played in, like shit. Or Hardball. Remember with the kid, he could only like, you know what I'm saying?
I love it when you call me Big Pop.
Yeah, he could only fucking play well if he was listening to that record, bro. Like
G Baby.
Nah, it was the picture.
G-Baby.
It was the picture. It was the picture. Remember, it was the little skinny kid.
You sure it wasn't G Baby?
Nah, he was the one that was telling
his brother. His brother.
Yeah, nah, it wasn't even his brother. Remember, the brother was.
I think it was his brother, right?
Nah, remember it was the little skinny black kid. I just remember it because that was my movie back in the day. But anyways, yeah, dog, that song just Jesus Christ, bro. You had Faith on the joint. Yeah, not Missy. Was Missy in there? No, Missy wasn't in there. Mary. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, that shit. Jesus Christ. The Fuck Me interlude. That's self-explanatory. If you heard it, just know you should never play it out loud. Just make sure you got headphones on when you're playing that interlude.
I'm gonna play it at work.
Jesus Christ. But then we get to one of the best like records, like, you know what I'm saying, like artist versus artist joints, you know what I'm saying, hip hop history. The What with Biggie versus Meth on this joint, where a lot of people feel like Meth got Biggie on this joint, which was a big, not like, probably at this time it wasn't like a huge surprise, but as you look back in time and know how big Biggie got and just the lore of him and such, to know like, yo, Meth got him on a record, like, yo, that's crazy. And it's a hard record to beat. The song, such a great B-side. Then you get to Everyday Struggle. This is where
that's from the
we start to get some of my What? Oh, I don't know. Okay, Loso shit just I just bugged the fuck out. But yeah, we wait for him to jump back in here. I don't know what happened to his shit. But yeah, bro. Then we get to Everyday Struggle, which I just always love this song. Just like Les Los brought up the storytelling, like just bringing up everybody's everyday type of struggles that we have and shit like that. So great concept of song, great joint. Then you get to Me and My Bitch. Oh my Jesus. You talk about just hood NY love classic right here, bro. Jesus Christ. Toxic of toxic relationships probably love records like this. You know what I'm saying? But then again, it's records like this where you love rapping with your shorty when y'all could be able to rap it together. So always love that shit right there, man. And then you got Big Papa. I love it when you Big Papa. Hands in the air, use a true player. Come on, son. Like classic records, bro. Classic records. That's the joint I was thinking of. Sorry. Not One More Chance. But for the hardball reference, pardon me, y'all. But that joint too, like I said, one of his greatest monikers, along with Biggie, Notorious B.I.G., you know what I'm saying, Big Papa. Like these were the monikers, the AKAs that he, you know what I'm saying, made famous for himself, you know. And like I said, another great record, bro. These is just amazing records. I feel like this is why this is one of my favorite, you know what I'm saying, albums of all time, dude. Welcome back. Oh, welcome back, niggas, to the WB.
Yo.
That nigga got warped into the Matrix, bro.
Yeah, my fault, man. My shit.
Now you good.
My
But
shit,
where I had left off, we was that Everyday Struggle. I was gonna say, what was your thoughts on that record?
Oh, I love it. This is another example of his storytelling, another example of him, just hearkening back to his struggle. No pun intended, but like just hearkening back to like before he was a rapper, when he had to like hand to hands and all type of shit. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
This is one of those records.
And I feel like during that time for where he was doing, like he was making records like that like, you know what I'm saying, the nigga on the block could be listening like, yo, son, he talking about, and it's not just talking about like the glitz and glams types, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the struggle of this shit sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Vulnerability, what you said earlier, vulnerability.
Right, bro. Like, let's look at the other side of this shit, you know? Then we get to the next joint, bro. Like I said, Me and My Bitch, I spoke on that. What was your joint? You ain't like Me and My Bitch?
There's a reason why.
Elaborate.
I mean, do I have to elaborate further? You know where I'm going.
What Hope said? We said something. Listen to Biggs, Me and My Bitch.
Did he listen to the beginning?
Oh yeah, that record. Yeah, that part. Yeah, that's.
You look so good, huh? Like, come on! Don't try to say, "Oh, it's a Richard Pryor joke." I don't care if Dave
Richard Pryor nasty for doing it too.
That's what I'm saying. Both of them niggas.
And then you know who you was writing the shit.
And I forgot which song on here he was talking about his man's gutter and what his man's gutter does.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I was listening to a record with Shorty, bro, one time, and it was this Little Kim record, and it wasn't her that was saying what I was about to say. It was one of the dudes that was featuring on it, and he just said this really, really like wild line where it was like something. It's like, I can take pain much more easier than you, and then he started talking about like. It was just mad pause-worthy lines.
Cannabis? Was it Cannabis?
It might have been. I'm not sure.
Because Cannabis has a line where he says, "Blase, blase, blase. You ain't as fast as me, or getting a nigga ass like me."
Nah, it wasn't that. That's also very gay too, but that wasn't that. But
me and My Bitch, it's at the bottom of the tiers for me for that. Like that.
Yeah,
line.
like I said, outside of that line, still a good song, but that line is just very distracting.
No, brother.
Very distracting. Cause just like, what?
Like, why? What girl is gonna be like, oh my god, that's romantic? Like,
would you say that? Would you tell your niggas on the block that?
Hey, yo, my nigga, you look so fresh. I suck on your.
No, not. I didn't say like to this nigga, like saying that to about a woman. Jesus Christ, I'm not burying Biggie like that. Jesus,
he buried himself, didn't he?
Actually, we shouldn't use the word buried.
Yikes! What the fuck?
Yeah, she didn't even use that word. But yeah, dude, like, yeah, that was just yeah. Next song.
Next song.
At least I spoke about the positive parts of it. He spoke on the yeah.
Yang.
But like I said, this song right here, that's I meant to say, and I was telling him correction. This is the song that the kid was listening to, not One More Chance. It always has that same. This song as a kid always kind of like blended for me because it had that same tempo, that same kind of rock to it. Like, give me one more chance. Then
I was watching
when you call me Big Pop. But like, I kind of said that same vibe to it. That's why I always kind of got it confused as a kid.
I was watching Superbad yesterday, and it got to the part where he was dancing with the girl to Big Papa.
Yo, see, I told you, bro, this record is timeless.
See the period stain on his leg.
This is what I'm saying. This song is an American staple, bro.
Basically,
this song is an American
white movies.
Staple. Yeah, bro. Is it like that shit is just amazing, bro? Amazing fucking record. So cool. So it's like the most chill player type shit too. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, once again with the Isley, but this had the Isley brother sample too.
The
You see how I'm saying with both songs? Where I can get confused. They both got Isley brother samples.
In between the sheets.
But yeah, dog. Jesus Christ. I know the Isley brothers got get a good little bag off this album.
Nice little check.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice little check.
How did you feel about the Respect record?
I'll be 100. I always skipped it.
You don't really stick out. I don't really remember it too much because
Respect
I
a friend of mine, I always skipped.
Yeah. Can we listen to it? I don't really like.
Oh, maybe refresh my memory.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I do remember this beat. Cause this sounded like the Super Cat joint. Yeah, this always sounded like the Super Cat joint. Shit hard though. This shit was hard.
Livingston.
Like, can we get more songs like this again? Thank you, Pusha, for Wrath of Kane. Infama.
See, I don't remember this song. It's crazy.
It's still on the theme of being born and like into this new world type shit, you know? I love it. He kind of stayed with that theme throughout some songs.
No spouse in the house, so she drove herself to the hospital to see if she could get a little help.
Wow. Is it me or he's like, this song should have been right after the intro?
Yeah.
Story-wise,
it should have been this and then things done changed. Or this and Everyday Struggle.
Yeah, like I feel like this sounds directly like the little story, the little skit we got in the beginning of the album. That's why I'm like, interesting placement, but I would have put it after there. That would have been cool. But friend of mine, I don't really remember this like at all. Let me hear a sample.
No, fuck the bitches, fuck all the snake assholes, all my niggas know. Two of my niggas done. You know how we play. Fuck this scam. You know how I go, Goose. I meet a bitch, fuck a bitch. Next thing you know, you fucking a bitch. You just pass around shit, pass the shit like a cold and shit. Fuck. Now when I'm fucking OP and I'm invincible, don't love no hoe. That's my principle. Cause bitches come, bitches know.
Yeah, Future somewhere, listen to this somewhere as a kid was like, is this, what's the little meme with the butterfly? Is this music?
No, this is gospel.
This is gospel.
That's
City Boy. That's City Boy big right there.
Don't make me Photoshop that shit right away.
Yo, is this gospel, yo. But nah, yeah, I vaguely remember that joint, but yeah, not. I mean, it's dope, but it's just like I don't.
It's not unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like I'd rather get to the next record when I do listen to it, you know what I'm saying? Which is unbelievable, which is another one of the hardest beats I ever heard as a kid. With the Kelsey, like unbelievable.
That's R. Kelly?
Is it? I always thought it was R. Kelly.
Wow.
So am I tripping?
He has a Snoop Dogg sample, a Dre sample, and an R. Kelly sample.
Yeah, see, yeah, they credit Kells as a writer on here. I knew that was Kell. Yeah, I know that was Kell. You got me tripping, bro.
That's from the fucking "I Could Take You Higher."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Your Body's Calling, which is problematic.
Yeah,
the way your body
Premier bodied that fucking cutting of that shit. He chopped that shit the fuck up. Like,
shout out Premier. Shout out Premier.
Yeah, that was like the icing on the cake for the album, like on some real shit. Whereas like when you got the Premier beat, like nah, niggas was really like nigga, Gangstar is still very active during this time. You know what I'm saying?
Like, from Gangstar to then do a Biggie album, like it's huge. It's huge.
They were still active. That's what I'm saying. So you lacing niggas with some art. I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Guru's was like, did I skip this one or something? Did I not hear this beat or something? Why the fuck is this not?
Yo, man, why you ain't give me this beat?
Gee, not the Guru impersonation.
I'm good at rapper impersonations. I'm sorry. I've already done you. Hey, yo, Premier, why you ain't give me this beat?
You really right? You give me this.
R.I.P. Guru. Fuck so
fucking legend, bro. That was fucking hilarious. But I wonder what beats he passed on that other niggas took that became classics.
Who, Guru?
Mm-hmm. Remember, that was his in-house producer.
Shit, if he passed up on the Nas's Like beat or the So Ghetto beat,
I think that's a real interesting question. I wonder if somebody ever asked him that.
Well, I mean, I can't ask him now.
Dog, I know you.
Come on, man. You can't ask me these questions. You can't.
I just said I wonder if somebody ever asked him that. They got like he never had an interview before.
Guess we just gotta ask Premier.
I mean that too, yeah. I forgot he got his own show. He'd be breaking down some of his like classic beats and songs and shit like that. I think it's called like So What's Up. Definitely should check that joint out. But yeah, dog, unbelievable. That is just match made in heaven with them two niggas right there, dude. And then you get into like once again the epitome of vulnerability for a rapper on a record. Suicidal Thoughts. My fucking lord.
Hey, yo, big.
Like, what nigga hasn't had a really fucking hard moments in their life in a time and played this song? It's being real, bro. It's being on.
No, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro? And it's just like whether it like grounded you or it like whatever, like I know it grounded me in a sense of just like that's what music does. So it's just like trying to relieve shit. But I mean that's just me. But yeah, this song was just like Jesus Christ. He just let out so much shit, bro. His relationship with his moms, baby moms, like his own personal shit, his demons and shit. Like it's just crazy that when a record like this, during this is the 94, bro.
It wasn't people weren't concerned.
It wasn't too much. You wasn't hearing shit like, you know, you got a mind playing tricks on me. You know what I'm saying? You got the shit like this. It was very rare you would hear like this type of peek into the psyche of a rapper like this. You know what I'm saying? Even just
you wouldn't hear this record now.
Nigga. Oh,
I don't think you would.
That I mean, I'm not comparing the artists, but Logic definitely he dropped the suicide prevention record, but it's like I'm not comparing the artists, but I'm saying to say that nobody would drop a record like this. Then you got Kendrick with You, like it's artists that make records. You know what I'm saying? Like it may be even what we heard with Ab Soul on the Herbert album. Like shit, he was talking about like, you know. And like, yeah, it's guys that, like I said, but these guys like these open those doors. You know what I'm saying? For guys to be like, man, if I got to get this shit off, I'm just gonna get it off. I don't care what nobody say. This real shit. You know what I'm saying? Always appreciate that.
So Biggie was a pioneer for Juice WRLD?
Let's not take away. Juice WRLD was a very big hip hop fan. I won't say I don't know who he listened to, but
subject matter.
I mean, probably like unconsciously, yeah.
I like when the greats inspire the youngins.
Like I said, unconsciously, like everything's a ripple effect, you know. Like Big could have inspired Hov, who could inspire Wayne, who could inspire Thug, who could inspire.
Oh, we know he inspired Hov.
Jesus, we're not doing that. Hov did that, so you don't have to go through that.
Oh yeah. Oh right. Cool.
Going through me having to roast you about this shit because he told niggas he was just paying homage to his mans.
Explain the Nas and Snoop and never mind. Next song.
I ain't have to explain that. You said explain Biggie. Next song, you bastard. Who shot you? It's gonna be me if you keep talking like this.
Blasphemy, no.
Oh man, Jesus Christ! This record. I mean, the stories, all behind it is just like, good Lord. But who gives a fuck about the stories when this record? Not being real, bro. Because I'm honestly pro Biggie with this record.
Yeah.
I've always been pro Biggie with this record, so it's like I don't think about none of that other.
Well, you're from New York, you have to be.
Well, it's not that. It's just when I'm looking at him as like with his whole energy with the whole East Coast West Coast friction, he didn't want none of that shit, bro. We literally just heard the nigga in the beginning of the record have fucking the West Coast records playing on the shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was a fan. Like this nigga was a fan, so it just happened a lot of like unforeseen shit, obviously, but yeah, man, like especially when the film where they and played out how like, you know what I'm saying, he was like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna rap the record, fuck this shit, you know what I'm saying?
That might have happened,
probably, but I think he was just at a point, and that's probably why it got to where it got, because he was just didn't want to be too confrontational. Maybe
it's a little late for that. He was talking about his wife and all that.
Well, this was once again. This album came out 94.
Oh no, yeah. This was after the Quad Studio shit.
Yeah,
this was after. That.
What
this was
or
this came out before Hit 'Em Up. Hit 'Em Up was the product of this,
right? Because the shit with Pop, that was 95.
The Quad Studio shooting?
Yeah.
That was 94.
That was 94?
Really? Yeah, 94, 93, around there.
Okay.
It was during Biggie recording this album. I know that.
Okay. That's why I always wanted to make sure, because I always wondered if it was the recording of, you know what I'm saying, Life After Death. They were getting ready, or was
they were recording Ready to Die.
Okay, I had to make sure. Okay, so that kind of makes sense timeline-wise. But still, though, I'm saying timeline-wise, where I guess Pac could feel like this is about, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know my stance on Pac, so.
What is your stance on Pac?
He was kind of weird.
He was weird because he did ballet and wrote poetry?
Did I say that? No, that's what.
No, what are you implying?
I feel like, well, it's a lot of things intertwining where his beginning years in his life versus his ending years of his life. Two totally different niggas.
I heard somebody else saying that. Not saying that you took their thought. I'm just saying it's a popular thing to say.
Pac as a person, like his mindset is shit. I love his mindset, but I feel like he was just doing too much to impress certain niggas.
He was John Morant.
Thank you.
Pac Morant.
Thank you, sir. That's all I'm saying. Love the music still, though.
That's crazy. That's a crazy allegation.
Just saying, though. So it's just like where shit like this, where it's like a nigga you was cool with, right? a situation like this happens, we all know the intertwinings of this situation or what has been told to us. The fuck does Biggie got to do with this shit?
He was there.
Nigga was upstairs recording.
I mean, you heard the stories of how reckless Pac was and how reckless minded he was.
But we heard the shit but with from Haitian Jack and all these other niggas too, bro.
Haitian Jack is such a problematic name. What if I come out with a Puerto Rican Carlos or like some shit like that?
Well, he was Haitian and I guess his name was Jack. Nigga, what the fuck? Like
Haitian Jack. Yo.
But yeah, dog, like, I mean, that whole situation, you know, between that, like, I think Jimmy Henchman has something to do with that shit too, if I'm not mistaken.
Allegedly, sprinkle some allegedly on that.
Allegedly, but it's like all of that situation was like, the fuck Big and Puff got to do with that, bro?
East Coast.
And honestly, what reason would they have to rob you?
He also had people in his ear.
Like,
he also had film in his ear.
My nigga, like, what the fuck? Like, what shit? Puff was off the Uptown shit. Like, fuck does he need money from you for, nigga? Like,
he had people in his ear. That's all that was.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's why I've always been like, I'm looking at shit like, for like, if I was just a person in this situation, I would have like, this nigga Pac wild. If I was even in that, if I was of age, I would have said the same thing. That Pac, that nigga Pac bugging out. The fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying?
And then the last song, Just Playing, Dreams.
I mean, who hasn't thought of this shit?
They've redone this shit a million times. Nicki just did it. Nicki just did this shit with rappers.
You know what I'm saying? Like, classic record, bro. Fun record. What I would have ended on this joint, I don't know. Maybe they just wanted something a little light to end on in the album with. But it was a pretty, like, that's why I like this. It had took you on different energies where you had really serious moments, you had really funny moments, you had really, like, you know what I'm saying, cool moments. Like, it was
like a movie. You
know, so that's why I always like this album a little bit more than I did with Life After Death. But such an amazing joint, bro. Pure classic in its finest. Production, the impact of it all, like the whole build up to it, you know what I'm saying? The stories around it, like, crazy, dog. Crazy. Classic, bro. He's the Big was born, bro. That nigga, when he took the fucking hip hop game by storm after this.
Think about when this came out. This came out, I want to say, before Woo.
What just came out after Woo?
Really?
Woo came out in 93.
Yes. This came out after Woo. It came out.
And you see how they depicted it on the show.
Matter of fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when they dropped their shit, his shit was that heavy that nigga was like, word, Woo cool, but yo, this nigga big though?
Woo cool or boo cool?
Wow. Badoom tis.
That's what I thought you said. You brought it up, man. Woo recap. Let's get right to it.
You want to start this one off? I'm about to run to the bathroom real quick.
Oh, bet. So we had our first allegorical, our second allegorical episode having to do with the creation of Only Built for Cuban Links. This was from the perspective of Raekwon and Ghostface, I think. This was really good. This was the best episode of the entire series of all the seasons. It felt like you were watching Belly. Like the homages to the 90s hood movies, I saw them. Like the Belly, the Strapped, the Clockers, like all the references to those movies, saw it. Beautifully done. Shout out to RZA, shout out to everybody involved in that. But just the beginning of the episode, we get him and Ghostface in what looks like they're on a boat, and you think they're in Belize because in the last episode they were alluding going to Belize. What ended up happening? They were really like racist in Belize. They were just rude to them, so they just ended up going to Miami. So when the episode opens, you see them on the boat, but they're in Miami. And I think they recorded a couple songs on there. I think "Rainy Days" was one of the songs they recorded on there.
I think they said they was getting some ideas. I don't know if they actually wrote anything. I'm not sure. They was saying he couldn't really get any inspiration.
And I think immediately
the racism and shit out there. And all the craziness and shit.
I think immediately after that is when it cuts to the beginning of the movie, which is called Criminology. And it starts off with Raekwon coming out of jail. It looked like, and I said it when you were gone, bro, like the odes to all the 90s hood movies. You see them like subtle. They were fighting. When they were in the club, you can hear the
lighting of like the 90s and shit that they have in movies.
Like the fashion too, like Ghostface's attire. Like he looked like Tommy Buns.
That's crazy. He kind of did.
He looked like
Bobby at the end, I was like, damn, this is the best that they ever had. This nigga RZA looking on here.
Bobby. And then he gets welcomed over to the rest of the crew. We see God. We see, I want to say, Master Killa, who plays a very mysterious character. And we see Ghost. And I think we also see, before all that, he goes to the hospital to see RZA. RZA is badly hurt. And RZA tells him, you're going to lead it. I want you manning the team. And he tells him, he was like, I wasn't much of a chess player. I was more of like a see what's in front of me kind of person.
Right.
Which later on, it plays into later on. And then that's when he goes to the club, and then that's when we hear, which it sounded crazy, ice cream in the strip club. Like that part was fire. Like I've been to strip clubs. I've never heard ice cream in the strip club, so that was dope to see.
I was going through the review and shit up that John I'm looking up.
And then he meets with the rest of the crew, and then that's when he has the confrontation with God, where he was like, I didn't say I was in charge. Like, and then Ghostface like, calm down. I got you these. He brings out 2 joints, you know what I mean? And he's like, calm you down with these. And that was a little peace offering. So far, it's giving vibes of like that Belly, that New Jack City kind of. Like I'm fucking with this. And in the background, you hear the music because they played Ice Cream, and then they played something else after that, I think.
They played what else did I hear in this shit? Damn, bro. I wish we could just like watch this shit right now. I just want to listen to all the songs. This shit was really cold how they did it.
Amazing.
Like I said, this was really they say obviously they had majority of the crew in this shit. Did they use the names that they had on the album? I think they had Golden Luckyans and
Golden Arms,
Maximilian. Yeah. I always thought it was funny with them watching Once Upon a Time and America and the Noodles character being one of the main characters. That kind of inspired this whole thing, I guess, for them, that they named another nigga Noodles. Like I thought that was funny. But yeah, dude.
See, they swerved us too, because remember last pod we thought they were gonna go with like old, really, really old, like detective like type shit, like how like King of New York was, but they swerved us and gave us like Belly Part 2. Belly Jackson.
I thought it was yes. Yeah, because you had it was like the whole story was about him coming out, you know what I'm saying, and they was trying to find out who tried to put this head out on Bobby still, and he was that was the situation. He was trying to see that like shit wasn't really moving how it was moving. Once he got back, like I said, that's when he had the meeting with everybody and such, and he was like, everybody's like, we can't do this, we can't do that, because people doing this, they whoop-de-whoop. And he was like, fuck, pretty much saying, fuck all of that. I'm about to, turn shit up. And that's what they do was like, how you in charge? He was like, I'm not in charge, but, whoop-de-whoop. And then that's when he gets situated with Shorty and such. They find him a little joint, and they had a little sex scene and shit. With is that with the little sparkles and shit?
Yep.
That shit was kind of hard.
Just like Belly. You see it though, right? Just like Belly when Buns is fucking with Keisha.
They had glitter on them?
Belly Jack City. Yeah, it was very glistening.
Oh, no, that was from the blue. That was from the blue hue that they had on them. Them niggas literally was looking like fucking the little diamond troll from fucking Troll movie. For real, son.
This nigga pulled out a deep cut and a half.
I love that movie so much, bro. But yeah, they had that, and that's where you see he starts getting to it. He starts cooking the shit up with the whoop. Joe definitely highlights it that because I thought it was like grape, like purple food coloring, and he actually put grape juice or grape soda or something in the batch to cook the shit up. That's how it got purple.
What?
Did you see that?
Nah, I didn't see that.
I thought it was food coloring, bro.
I thought it was food coloring too. I thought just the capsule was purple, not the entire fucking joint.
I don't know, man. That had me a little bugged out. I don't know, but this shit really was a fucking amazing, dude. Like, I'm only thing I was we finally got Capadonna, but I was expecting them to look.
Yeah, it wasn't to the capacity that we thought he would be.
Can we talk about the features, the cameos?
Oh my god, 2010 Rick Ross beard Biggie.
That was weird. Just speaking about baby, we have never in our lifetime ever seen that man with even facial hair.
I'm gonna find that picture, and I'm gonna.
Is there even a picture with Biggie with a beard? Like, is this something we just missing or something? This is Biggie Smalls.
I've never seen him with a beard. For as long as he's been alive.
I better not see no Photoshop shit. They show me a picture of fucking Killer Mike.
Damn. They sent you to Killer Mike. They sent you to Killer Mike, dog. That's funny.
Like, what the fuck, internet? Like, dog, there's none. Not one.
I can't find a picture. I'm trying to find a picture of the actor nigga.
I think this is some right here. I don't know what his name is.
With the 2010 Rick Ross beard starter kit.
That shit was sick, bro. You'd have thought the niggas who casted the fucking Tupac movie did this shit. The Notorious or whoever casted, saying Anthony.
See, that's what that looks like.
What's my nigga name? Who played Tupac in Notorious?
Fuck. Devin something. I forgot his name.
Nah, it's Anthony something. Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, nasty work. Pac didn't have a gap. Like
he looked more like Raekwon than Biggie.
Shit was weird, bro. But then you had the nigga who played Nas. I'm like, what the fuck?
He sounded like him.
That's cool, but just like, are they even trying? Are they even trying? Like, I get it just for one episode. But nigga, damn.
Air Force was playing in the background.
I love it, but it's just like it just took away from them. I'm like, that's.
You think that's bad? When they went to go see Big L,
that was okay.
And then Fat Joe, the guy.
It's not hard to find a skinny faced tall nigga like. And
then Fat Joe, they had
that one was valid too. He could have been a little taller, but that was valid. Like they could. I mean, if Big Body Best was probably a little darker, they could have used him.
Big Body Joe.
Yeah, but yeah, I was fine with the dude they had for Fat Joe. It was just Nas and Biggie. It was just like, God, Jesus.
Was that supposed to be Sticky Fingers on the roof?
Where? With Big L?
Nah, the nigga that they hung on, like, because the mannerisms and the way he looked.
Oh, the nigga that they hung. No, I don't think that was anything a specific person. I think that was just a moment that they could be able to get the Meth versus Chef shit off.
Yeah, that was a reference.
Yeah, because like I hate that whole skit.
Is he dead?
That nigga literally, because I thought they literally just hung the nigga by his foot, but it was like they actually really hung the nigga by his dick, and I was just like, oh god, they really did it. Jesus Christ! Like, as long as they didn't do the hanger shit, I'm just happy about that.
Is he?
It's like, oh no, y'all guys are sick. James Wan was somewhere listening to this song, was like,
I can make a movie out of this.
Can make something from this.
I can make a movie. What do you call these guys? The Wu Gang Gang? The Wu Bang Gang?
Are they from where I'm from? Like,
are they from Far East Coast or East Coast?
The Far East Coast?
The Far East Coast or East Coast?
The Far East Coast is wild. But yeah, dog. What else to say? Yeah, you had that situation. What else happened, dog?
Oh, the end with the cop. There's revealed to be the cop.
Yeah, the cop that was trying to like store them and such like that ended up being a dude that set the whole shit up. I forgot. Oh yeah, they had the person that was looking for. It wasn't, because I thought it was Divine at first. It was somebody else. I can't remember. But they had the beginning moment when they went to go see the Bobby House where he ran out the joint, mad suspicious like his shit, and he ended up being on like one of their guys and shit. I guess he was like the security type shit, and that like that reminded me of Godfather when like Michael had to go watch over his dad when they were about to try to do the hit on him in the hospital and shit. You know, like you don't even, like niggas didn't even know son was there.
That was a nice twist though. To know that, like, because when I saw Divine and the cop, I thought, like, damn, they got Divine playing the cop. That's crazy.
Like, he on his side. You're like, no, that nigga worked for us. Like, it was like, damn, like, can we get a sequel? Shit.
Yeah, only built for Cuban Links too. You listen to it.
I know. I'm talking about like the actual joint, like. But yeah, dog, this episode was amazing, dude. I feel like I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything because it was just so much in this episode.
Oh, at the end when he's like, they show him talking to I think Steve Rifkin or the guy that was doing the tapes, and he's talking about wanting a purple tape, and the guy's like, yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Those cost too much.
And you know what's crazy? They doubled down on their like Biggie situation from like last episode to this episode too. Because he was the guy that kind of like, I don't think he orchestrated the hit, but he was the guy to go see to get the information from Frank White. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting because the next year he would do his mafioso style album. So it's funny that they had him in the mafioso S vibe, which is more, you already know, bro. You know how I feel, son. You already know how I'm feeling. I'm oof. Shots, brother. Shots.
Definitely shot. Definitely shot.
But I think is obviously they patched it up, but I think they were just coming from a real place though, how they felt. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. And I don't think it's a coincidence that they dropped that episode a day before his death anniversary.
Don't do that. Don't do that. They always drop on Wednesdays. Don't do that. You reaching now.
I'm just pushing a narrative here.
But I like how they had all of the people though as the dons of each borough though. Like that was hard. Because each of them niggas during that time was like bubbling heavy. Like
low key,
that Joe was Don Carter G, like he was bubbling. He was like
the Bronx,
John Blaze, my nigga. Like,
Harlem.
You know what I'm saying? Like John Blaze with Fat Joe, you know what I'm saying? Illmatic with, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying? You already know what's up with Big Ellen, where he was like all of that shit combined, like, and then except with Big with, you know what I'm saying, Ready to Die, all of these niggas were like definitely like gunning for them top spots during that time. So I think that was a dope because, like, you know, I mean, who could you really, really pick during that time, like, to say who was, like, the dons of their borough during that time?
Right, yeah, because Hove wasn't even around, so you couldn't even
know what I'm saying? Hove. Pun wasn't even in the picture yet.
Right. Cam wasn't around.
He was a pup running around. You know, like, so I like that. That was a dope.
Very good depiction.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? To take away in a good light outside of the casting, I guess. damn, man, shit, this was just such a, like I said, the reference is amazing. Capadonna, his role was very interesting. Not too heavy. I mean, I don't know. This wasn't the slang reverend. This don't feel like a lit ass nigga getting out of jail. The way I was like, this just seemed like a nigga who's just want to become a mechanic.
He was very civilian-ish.
You know, like, but he asked him if he wanted to get down with the crew and all of that such, which, I mean, I forgot, what did he end up doing at the end of his episode? I felt he did do something that was a vital part.
I think he ended up saying, when they went for the showdown on the roof, or was it the roof? I think he was the one that was Jizza. That was Jizza. The one that had the car.
Mm-hmm.
That was Jizza.
Damn, son. Cause I remember he did play a role at the end of the episode. Damn near. I'm trying to remember, son. Because
I remember Jizza got hit, and then he came back around with the car that like ran Duke over.
It's funny too. I forgot they had the little line from Frank was like, "I've been running this game for years. It's roots of the shit." It's like, yo.
That's when, and then at the end of the, when Raekwon was like, he does the call back to the beginning where he was like, I'm a nigga that like to see what's in front of him, and then that's when he shoots dude in the face.
The whole chest shit. That shit was hard shit, bro. I'm just trying to find the fucking part with Son. Sorry, got this. No, I'm not about to run through this whole shit. I ain't even gonna lie. I found this shit. They got the whole fucking like transcript. I know.
I didn't know they had those.
I just happened to find it. But nah, dog. Great episode. Like I said, one of my favorite joints. Like this in the like I said, the dirty episode. These allegorical episodes are some really great fucking work.
Apparently, there's a third coming. I think it's Jizza.
It has to be. Because it's like he never really got his like focus on his story, like mainly. I mean, they did bits and pieces in the first season as everybody was culminating. But
we know he's related to them.
Yeah, I think this part, as they've been building with the hook and shit, like it's time though. I think it's time. And I can't wait. I feel like it's gonna be like we might get the kung fu version, some kung fu shit. You think?
It'll motivate me to actually go back and listen to Liquid Swords.
But then again, I wonder because like you got shit with like how they gonna play out like records like Bible and like I'm saying Cold World and you know what I'm saying like that shit gonna be fucking Fourth Chamber, bro. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they gotta.
And the dude plays, I know he's gonna cook food. Like he's gonna cook.
He looks just like him.
But he's really one of my favorite actors on the show. Like he really is a really good actor.
Let's wrap up Snowfall before we get out of here.
Yo, son, this episode it felt like early years, bro. The Snowfall. I'll run to FX on Wednesdays to watch this Snowfall.
This was season 1, season 2 Snowfall.
Not that boring ass episode I got last week. You know what I'm saying? Like to be honest with you,
plot builder. It's plot builder.
I guess, but like it was just such a boring. But like follow Leon, why he just feels like he's damn. I shouldn't have came back. You know what I'm saying? They could have did that. Like they could have did that for like 20 minutes of the episode and went on some other shit. But anyways. This episode, amazing, bro. It pretty much still kind of leans around Leon and his shit, but we get the story of Franklin and with his money situation. I think is this the episode where they get the papers, I believe. Let me make sure. Snowfall. This was episode 4, I believe. Episode 4 or 3? Was it 3? Yeah, it was episode 4. Sorry, I just want to make sure I got the right parts of jokes. I don't want to mix up episodes. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. So yeah, we have that situation with following up from last episode where Franklin is pretty much getting back in the crack houses and getting shit back in line to get this shit moving, because Kane and their team ain't moving as fast as he wants them to move, or it needs them to move, to get this product that they stole off. And he's back in the trap, you know what I'm saying, working with the team like his old days, bro. And it's interesting, like I said, because it's like we're getting back to those energies of season 1 where it's like the high and mighty Franklin is gone, and it's like he got to get back in them trenches to get back to where he needs to be. He can't just sit back and let all of his workers do the job, because obviously they're not doing it at the level he needs to do it, because he doesn't have the team he had before. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about with Franklin getting back in the trap and shit.
Oh nah, yeah, he's cook that nigga. Like he's back with the quotables. He's back on that ruthless. You know what I mean? He's back to season 2 Franklin.
Yeah. So we had like I said, he gets back to that form. He's back in, doing that shit. It's just like he's just addicted to, like I said, that being back at top, that he will do anything, bro. He'll do anything. He'll take that suit off and get right in the trenches, which I love, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it said the term is called projects boy. You know what I'm saying? Which is a lean towards Leon, but I think it's a lean towards everybody, where it's like, yeah, y'all tried to escape to the new places that y'all wanted to go, but y'all had to resort back to y'all old, old street ways. In a nutshell for this episode. Like I said, we got Rhonda returning to try to bring some clothes. She, Sissy gets the shit scared out of dinner about the, pull the Istal out on her. You know what I'm saying? They have a conversation. She puts her on to the stressors that she's going with, coming back to all of this shit, especially like being a recovering addict. It's a lot of pressure around her. So she's bringing that up, and she's, telling her, giving her advice to hold on and be strong. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the outcast. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Leon pretty much trying to get the projects back to the somewhat positive way it was, even though it's still hella crack moving through the shit. It had some light to it. You know what I'm saying? And the main first thing was getting the lights up back around the playground where they shot him out, because apparently that it's more cover for the dope boys to be able to do their shit. I guess that makes sense, but
it does.
It's still people that live here, and you don't want to make them feel like they're living under your rule, like some type of dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? And Leon, when he was running things in the projects, he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? People came to him like for like a good, like he was the good king. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
he was.
Leon is like some gladiator type shit.
He was the people's champion, so to speak.
Yeah. He was like Jon Snow.
Man, I don't know these niggas. Who are these niggas?
Niggas you need to know. Like, you want to watch these, you need to watch the upper echelon of TV.
I don't know these niggas.
Bugging. I'm telling you. You and your lady watch that show, y'all gonna be coming at me like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Why ain't you been give me a ticket to Westeros?
We ain't trying to go to Westeros. We're already in Chicago.
Trying to go to the best.
Shameless.
I guess, man.
Dirty Southside Chicago.
Anyways, man, fuck all of that, bro. Yeah, he goes, like I said, when he's going to that back and forth fight with Leon and shit. You got V and Cassandra, risking their relationship, trying to help with Franklin and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people are just doing a lot of shit just to like risking a lot of their like a lot of people, they're risking what they've built to get away from the old shit that they used to do. You know what I'm saying? I think the beginning of the episode is where they, pulled a little move, to get the papers and shit out the office.
They're him over, dog. I'm telling you that I didn't trust Veronique before. I trust her less now.
If that happens, I feel like that's Franklin's fault.
It is, but it's gonna be two dead bitches.
Cause bro, it's like, yo, you don't talk to my moms like that. I don't give a fuck how me and her relationship. Don't talk to my moms like that.
But
you bugging the fuck
you
out.
Tell
bro.
me everything about your mom. You tell me your mom is
a
scammer.
Yeah, but that's like the old quote, like, I can talk about her like that. You can't, nigga.
But you tell me your mom is a scammer and I'm supposed to give her $73 million? Hell yeah, I'm gonna talk to her like that. You scaring me.
But at the end of the day, if I'm telling you, if I'm supposed to be that your partner, you're supposed to have that trust in me. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm taking the risk, putting myself back in her life when I wanted to get away from her. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know that.
Though.
We don't know if they're.
And he's the one that wanted her to get her back in the situation. She ain't want shit to do with her.
It looked fishy. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you though, but I'm just looking at it's. I feel as a devil's advocate, I guess. Then we, like I said, the whole CIA and DEA agents, man, they're back and forth shit, man. It's
also is going through it.
Oh my god, bro, it's so sad. Like him coming back from the trip and shit. I know you said that so like so softly under his breath when he got kicked out that crib. It's like Jenga. Cause man, it's just like, dog, he can't win, bro. It's like he's trying to have his family protect him in any way they can, but it's like she feels there's some weird shit going on with him, and she just don't want that energy around, especially where they just came from. You know what I'm saying? The murder of their husband and such like that, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? She wants like she needs to. I guess she wants that real protection over her. You know what I'm saying? Not like in and out the house, gone for days and shit like that. Whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then he was approached by his. Well, he was already approached by the DEA. He's already working for them. Now he was approached by KGB.
Mm-hmm. That's
by homeboy.
Yeah,
last looking nigga.
Yeah, dog. Like, but I like that Teddy is on his shit though. Like he sees that it's something up with Brado. You know what I'm saying? Because when something pulled up on him in the joint, we ain't see no sights. We just thought it was just because KGB do be on his own like secret squirrel shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like whoop de whoop. And then when he see him leaving, he see like, oh no, I don't know how he peeped that was his son, but he got him. I know that's the one thing I'm a little weird with. Like, how did he know that was him? Like, did they ever show that Teddy seen him before?
Parisa drew him. So Teddy was looking at whoever Parisa drew.
There you go. But at that moment, you just, I don't know. Maybe I guess it's just waiting for anybody that come out that club following Oso, I guess. But I guess I can lean with that a bit. You know what I'm saying? Jesus, man, there's so much shit happening in this episode. The conversation between Kane and Franklin was really good too, bro.
God, that scene
like
was
you think just because we said
incredible.
We in business, nigga, we all friendly, buddy, nigga. Like, yo, I love how
you put your hands on one of mine and they go.
Yo, he be talking to Franklin's fucking soul, bro.
Because he knows him. He's seen him grow up.
Like, you a pup, my nigga. Stop playing with me, bro. You're a fucking pup.
That scene though, like it was a one-shot scene. They never change angles. So what you see in that shootout is one shot. And they shot the fight at the end too the same way. I love that.
So fucking dope, bro. Jesus, man. What the fuck? That shootout scene was really just because it felt like that was all one shot. I feel like they just did that with all one shot because they do that a lot on Snowfall, which was really amazing. I love when they do that shit.
The Shining is a movie that comes to mind that was shot with that.
Oh yeah, but you remember they did that in the first season with the whole remember he did that circle around Kevin and shit that spin around
Carvel.
Yeah,
when they went into his house.
That's see, you know what I'm saying? They do that shit a lot. Let me see, bruh. Let me see what else we got. That blah blah. But so I'll talk about the project shit, Gustavo, his situation. Make sure I ain't forgetting anything. They got the papers. We talked about that. Well, yeah, that's when he cussed him out because you feel like he got the information he already knew and shit. That shit was kind of funny, but it's like, dog, don't talk to my moms like that though.
Next episode from the trailers. Next episode look crazy. Franklin is outside.
I missed it. I missed the trailer. What was they showing?
He's I think either he's talking to Teddy about something, because remember, he wanted the location of Teddy's next of kin. Teddy's next of kin is his father. And he's talking to Teddy.
Oh,
like,
they said they was talking about they were gonna make that trip to Kansas fucking City.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come.
You gonna go see A-Ward.
Bow, bow. That's what we go. Nigga might pop his fucking pops. Nigga, you shot my dad. Nigga, I might shoot your fucking dad. You fucking hit. You feel me, nigga? Like, yo, but dog, can we talk about that fight with Leon and fucking Leon and
Dion?
Leon and
Dion. Like, one shot again.
Dog, that was hard, bro. That felt like a little mini Friday scene, bro. Real shit. Cause I like how like
get him, Craig. Get him, Craig.
Like Wanda was like, let's go, until like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody was with the shit, bro. Cause I even love how like when the gunshots went off, when they that scene. I'm gonna be jumping through scenes, but I forgot about that scene. When Wanda and Leon was helping what's his name? Four Eyes or some shit like that.
The smart dude with the glass. Four Eyes.
And it was helping him with his college application. Love that scene because it's the vice versa of how the other dude was just trying to like, nah, son, fuck that shit. He just gave him the wad of cash and shit. Like, I love that shit. That was some real dope shit. And then, but you seen the duality of it when the shots went off, and then because of them shooting the street lights out, that he instantly pulled his shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might be with trying to get to this scholarship, but nigga, I'm still accustomed to what the fuck I've been around right now. You know what I'm saying? And then we lead to the fight scene, which was like amazing shit. Because you know what I'm saying? The nigga just got them shits fixed, and you just blatantly like, oh hell nah, nigga, we gotta fight, bro. And you was talking wild about my fucking wife, like while I'm just saying, like, oh, you really want to fight, bro? It's clear as fucking day you want to fight. Like all of that shit was fucking crazy, bro. So fucking crazy, man. What else did we have, son? Blah blah blah. Talk about that. Conversation between Kane and Franklin. Make sure. Oh yeah, during that shootout was dope when the dude who like ended up, you know what I'm saying, going to Unc and Louis, letting them know, you know what I'm saying, I'm the dude that shot your club up and such, whoop-de-whoop, pause. They was just pretty much like, oh, word, bet, say less. And when they had the shootout in that moment, and then they was like, yo, there you good, bro. Like, I'm talking about the shootout when the dude who facey burned.
Time, like, nigga.
Yo, that part was so fucking crazy and fire, bro. Cause it was like, pow, nigga came in, time, nigga, fang, like, yo, that shit was hard, bro. That shit was hard, bro.
Franklin is outside, yo. Like this is season 2, Franklin.
Mm-hmm. No fucking jokes, bro. No jokes at all. Man, they ended up getting the getaway car, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, they got away, bro. Great timing for that getaway car, too. They feel like they were just there ready. Like, whenever these niggas happen to run outside, we just got to be ready. Like, that's literally our job only. Just, if these niggas run out, we got to get them. You know what I'm saying?
LA in the 80s, man. Early 90s.
All right. We talked about Gustavo. We talked about that. I think that's about it, man. That is about it, man. So I'm really interested to see what's going to be next with Teddy versus the KGB dude. I'm really interested in that shit, bro. I feel like we're. I mean, I don't know if this is the end of Leon and Dion. I think that I don't know, man. Hopefully this don't come back on Leon in a bad way, bro. For real. Cause you can't just beat a nigga up in front of all these people. A nigga like that and think he's gonna get away with it.
Remember what I said last part, that Leon,
he got away with it, but
he
ain't get away with it.
He ain't get away with it. That's what it is with Leon. He got away with it. He ain't get away with it. Dion is he's gonna hurt him where it hurts. And you know what? You know where it hurts. We've seen it. Where it hurts Leon.
Oh, he gonna snow and bluff him.
He's gonna get Wanda high.
Or either that or Killer. Because remember Sissy about to set her up with the whole shelter shit.
Right.
So hopefully that plays out. But yeah, man, I can't wait to this next episode, bro. It's fucking lit right now. Hopefully they keep this momentum up, bro. For real. On that note, man, let's get ready to get up out of this joint, brother, man.
Yeah, we was waxing poetics today.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Waxing poetics means we was spitting.
Okay. All right. My wave for the week is gonna be a song from an album that I really loved last year off the Lady Wray's album. Fuck was it called? I'm a little stoned right now. But Lady Wray, what was that shit called? Piece of Me. Yes, this is the title track off the joint, but remixed featuring my nigga Ghostface Killah, which I thought was fucking fire, bro. Because you know how much I love that album last year. I talked about it a lot. So to see him jump on this joint was really dope. And, you know, he loves some great R&B joints. And it had that, remember, I told you, had that real, like, Kanye-esque, like, production on here that was, like, soul beats and such.
Chipmunk soul.
That's Ghost, you know what I'm saying, repertoire. So let's listen to that. We're going to listen to Piece of Me remix featuring Ghostface Killah by Lady Wray.
Lady Wray.
I'm sorry, Lady Wray. I'm bugging.
She right though, right? No.
It's WRAY.
Oh man.
Here we go, man.
Nicole Wray.
Yeah, formerly.
Is that her?
Yeah.
No, that's her.
I told you this, bruh.
No, you didn't. I didn't know.
Yes, I did. I said this is the woman who did Hot Like. I mean, you know, Hot Like Fire. Not Hot Like Fire. Hot Boy. No, not Hot Boy. Not Hot Boy. You know, yeah, Hot Like Fire.
She was in State Property too.
No.
I didn't know she was still cooking.
Yeah, bro. Like, yes. I told you this nigga don't be listening to me, y'all.
Damn, man.
Here we go, though, man.
No.
Piece of Me remix.
Yo, can I talk to you for a second? Nah, just real quick. Hey, yo, we fast from the swine and read books together. Enjoyed carnivals, went to the flicks and leathers. Twin flames, we struggled in the rain and became best friends, lovers. All of this is ordained. When I needed you, you needed me. We both needed each other. We both searching for peace. Laying on my side while you watch me sleep. With tears running down your face, your stare was deep. Fast forward, we both got mixed emotions. We both got love, but the seal was broken. And your mom still love me, yo. I get the family invites. I hit her sometime just to say hello. I may regret, I made the wrong decision. Felt the love slipping away, you refused to listen. If it's meant, we'll circle back and complete the mission. Please forgive me if I scarred you, baby, this feels different.
You've been the best at times. You walk me through my darkest days. Why must I turn around? I ask myself, this just ain't fair, so hard to bear. I'm not really sure these days. I've stashed some memories to ease the pain. You've been dear to me, that's why it's hard to walk away. Remember when it was simple things. I'm not really sure these days. I'll let you take a piece of me. I hope you get the peace you need. And if that's not enough, I'll let you go peacefully. Oh, yeah.
Piece of me.
Peaceful.
You've been around so long, you did me wrong, but it made me strong. I believed in you, you were leading me to lean on you. But when I reached for you, you were not there. I'm not really sure these days. Blood is thicker than blood, you know. It may sound simple, but that's all I know. Even though it's hurting me, but I pray to see Even though they hurted me, we're still family. I let you take a piece of me. I hope you get the peace you need. And if that's not enough, I let you go peacefully. Oh yeah. Let it be, let it be. Harmony, harmony. And if that's not enough, I'll let you take a piece of me. I hope you get the peace you need. And if that's not enough, I'll let you go peacefully. Oh yeah.
Lady Wray featuring Ghostface, Piece of Me remix, man. Fire album, man. Go listen to that Piece of Me album, man. Once again, one of my favorite albums of that 2022 for sure.
Warms my heart to know that Nicole Wray is still out here.
Tell you, man. Cooking food, bro. But on that note, man, let's get up out of here. You already know where to follow us, man. Arri Starks on all social media. Also let them know where to follow you, brother.
Catch me at, I don't have it today, damn. On IG at King_Cap29. On Twitter at _marketable1.
Yes, sir. Get your bars off podcast on all social media. Get your bars off network. Get your bars off network on Facebook, social media, our Facebook group. You already know. Follow the brand, man. Come chat with us, man. We already love the conversation. Build with us, man. We could, you never know. We could build a topic. We could be influence us, and be some shit we could be talking about on here. Let's have that conversation, man. You already know. Get your bars off podcast. We out this joint, man.
Bang bang.